Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's session. Is that, hype train's almost going to happen? Oh, if one person jumps on, it should be a pretty massive hype train because Steve got it started, unless it's too late to join on to the, what's that, 13,000 bits that Steve dropped. So if literally one person does any small thing, it gets the whole thing flying. For it to all keep going together. Anyways, so Nick's not able to make it tonight. He actually has a really nasty sinus infection. The poor guy is actually very prone to sinus infections. It's unfortunately a symptom from what is it? What do you call it when you have like previous condition or whatever he has? Fucking ugly. It leads to sinus infections happening more often than not. And since the guy is about as fugly as they come, it's very prone to them. It's sad. So, rip, what's his face? I don't even remember it now. But he can't make it tonight. Anyways, so as a, we don't have Nick. I kind of have available for you the image of Nick's character. I put him on a nice plains with forest backdrop over there. And, you can see a little bit of Naren art, but we'll show that, better in the future when I release more artwork. Inclamay's art is almost done, and I have all of Warmonger's, which is exciting. All right, boys.
Yes.
Are you ready? I won't lie. I got home from work less than 30 minutes ago. Got home from work about 25 to 30 minutes ago. So, can you remind me where we left off last week? Because my brain hasn't switched gears yet.
Yes, I can. I had to think about it. So last session,
I was expecting Jake, but that's cool, Jake. I'm just kidding. He's talking to his son.
So last session, Jake checked on the city. Naren did his kingdom roles and organized what was happening over here. We went to Vosk, realized there's no one there. Jake and Nick burned Vosk to the ground, and then it exploded the red mongrel's trap, which is some sort of like fungus or something that absorbs heat and expands and whatnot. Maybe magical, maybe not. Tessel collected some of it in his attempts to maybe help people with Vosk. There's really nothing that can be done at that point, and he sent that sample to Lenny with a rider.
Yeah, that was totally the best idea you could possibly go with.
Yep, that was, listen, all right, I'm not the wisest in the video, okay? I'm just doing what I think is best. So, okay. Then we went through these hills, and then I think we've quite on established that the Red Mongrel's forces are probably no longer here.
Maybe.
So I think we're gonna.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so we're gonna walk. Our plan is to march onto the last hill to have a view over the plains, and when we see nothing, probably we're gonna send the armies home, I guess.
All right, so I'm going to. Can you keep talking for a second, Cecil?
Yeah. So yeah, we hope if there's no armies.
I think you're good. I was just trying to make sure I got rid of that yellow thing because I'm going to try to switch the overlay for you.
So yeah, if there's no armies that we see, we'll probably all march our separate ways back to our clans, as we can't really go chasing these people down. They're on combinatory and are generally quicker than us. So
why can't you go chasing those people down? What are you talking about? All right, let's switch to the overlay so I can show off the map, because you're obviously about to start talking about it as though people can see it. But they can't see it because it was currently being hidden, as it is now by Naren, as it depicts your cameras. And we'll have you kind of give you battle plans in 1 second. Let me just kind of fix up Naren. This rope. Oh, crap. Ah, come on. There we go. Let's do it this way. Click. There we go. This is the image of Naren, by the way, so people can see it a little bit better. Give Nick a little bit of spotlight since he won't be here. I won't lie, I'm pretty happy about it. I'm pretty happy about this image. All right, let's come over here. And Jake, don't look. Just close your mouth. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, don't worry. He had burritos. Pay no mind. It's all good.
Nice.
He's like dancing on your head. It's pretty hilarious, I won't lie. There we go. All right, that works. Yay! So now we have it look better. All right, Sel, if you want to go ahead and show the plan that you were just discussing about where it was that you intend to go.
We're just gonna go on that hill.
Yep, go to that hill and just what? Try to look out to the plains using binoculars?
Well, presumably we get to see almost like 2 hexes basically, right? From a hill? Or it's 1.5 hexes?
No, so it's 1.5 hexes. That 1.5 hexes is like including scouts of like permanent holding. But yeah, I suppose for the sake of just basic viewing, sure. The actual range that somebody can see, the hex being 12 by 12 miles or however that works out, it is definitely a little bit less than that you see through, but that's fine.
Yeah, well, we're gonna peer. I mean, but there's like once we get here, we're probably gonna march the armies home, because there's not really much else for us to do. We can't chase the Red Mongols' forces. Even his unmounted men are faster than me and Jake's army, as we are heavily armored. So we're in a position of defensive strength, but offensive weakness.
Yep. And to answer the question of chat, I did not post any of the artwork yet. Actually, I'm going to wait till Inclame comes out, and then I'll post both of them at the same time for excitement. You know what I mean? And then after that, I'm going to start working on the next group and the next group and so on and so forth. All right. So, Jake, sorry. We had a timer going for when your kingdom rolls were. My memory serves me around 8 days or so was your kingdom rolls. But I think you had it written down.
10.
Is it 10 days?
Yeah, the full 10.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, that's right. It's 10 days for the kingdom rolls, but it's every 7 days you pay money. That's right. And Sel was trying to say, I want to pay less.
Pretty sure we changed it to 10.
No, we never fully voted on that.
Yeah, I said
we did.
For consistency, it was better.
Sel requested, and it was never given a yes to.
Yeah.
I think you should pay weekly, just like every other campaign does.
Well, the problem is, Scott.
Yeah.
Keeping track of that is going to be annoying as hell.
I mean, how often do we have to keep track of it? It's only during war.
Every single time we have to keep track of it, it's going to be annoying.
There you go. So, like, for instance, I could do it for you right now. If Jake's is 10 days away for his thing, that means it's 3 days after the last time payment, which means 4 days.
Well, when the armies raise, what day of the week did they raise, Scott? Do you remember? So how can we calculate 7 days exactly?
Tuesday at 4:03
You don't have the time.
p.m.
The thing, right? That's the problem. If we don't keep track of the day they started being raised for each individual army, it's going to be hard to maintain it. It's better if we lump everything.
I'll make a deal with
into
you. I'll allow
kingdom.
you to make your point, and since you're a mod, put the poll in chat to vote on it. Okay. The poll has to include 500 daddies or what channel points, daily reviews per extra vote. I'll be right back and go grab my coffee, and when I come back, I'll see what the decision is. And you guys can talk your point all you want to try to sway the crowd. I'll be right back.
Scott wants more work for everyone because there's no way in this.
This is where Scott gets his phone out and just starts spam voting.
How do you spell maintenance? I actually don't know. Oh god, this is terrible. Maintenance. Yeah, I got it. I'm really bad at spelling. Okay, every 10 days in line with kingdom. Every 10 days. 7 days. I can't put in line with kingdom. I'll put it for like 3 minutes. Or 2 minutes. I'll do 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's better for the consistency's sake. I think you can change it per campaign in the end because it doesn't really change anything for the kingdom rules. But in this case, it'd be really annoying because then Scott's gonna have to give us what day of the week we're on every single time we raise an army, and then we're gonna have to make sure we keep track of how many days it passes instead of being like, okay, if you raise your army in between kingdom rolls, you pay your maintenance once every single time a kingdom roll comes up. So it's better to keep it consistent.
Yeah, I agree. Also, I don't do much work. But... Fits me.
Yeah, it's a lot less work because it's like, oh, someone's kingdom roll, put the maintenance tick up.
Yeah.
Instead of it's been 7 days, put the maintenance tick up. Okay, so that means halfway through the next kingdom roll, we're gonna have to remember to do the maintenance. So
Yeah.
yeah, if he makes a calendar, but there's no calendar in Aurorum. All right, we don't even have the names of the days of the week or even the months. Okay, we don't even have what year it is in Aurorum.
I don't think we have all the gods either.
No, we don't. So yeah, this is so yeah. I think it's just better for the brains because guess what? You know who's gonna have to keep track of it? Me. All right. I'm gonna have to keep track of it.
It's 100% gonna be on you.
It's gonna be me. So I don't want to keep track of it. Okay. Because Scott's not even gonna do the work if it's 7 days. All right. I'm gonna do the work.
Unfortunate reality cell.
I learned all too quickly the unfortunateness of reality. That didn't make sense. Ignore me. I'm picking class skills, all right, for my new Gorza.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is it
well, because she's
Gorza
dead.
2? Mark 2?
That was the temporary name.
2.0?
I've come up with a better name.
Oh,
Mazata.
I see.
So.
So it looks like Ratch got you exactly what you wanted, right?
Yep. 10 days.
How many times did you guys vote?
0.
That's a bullshit. How many times did you guys vote, Jake?
I used my 1 vote.
If there is no way to keep track, there is. And to make the work easier by paying consumption each 7 days, then 10 days is easier for everyone. I disagree. It's very easy to keep track. It's called a piece of paper with a pencil.
Scott, but you know what you're gonna say, Scott? It's like, Cell, keep track of how many days. So, yeah, you can't even deny it, all right? Because it's true.
Joey just said it too, and he's probably on delay, so that means he said it at the same time.
No, I was talking about it earlier anyway.
Oh, okay. So Joey doesn't have original ideas. I understand.
That's true. Anyway, chat has spoken. We're gonna do every 10 days.
Joey makes
consistent.
Joey makes a really good point after. Thank you for the resub, Felshuri. If I make a calendar,
yes,
then we can
I'll
do
be
it.
okay with it. Yes.
If I make a calendar, we have to come back to it. Who wants to make a calendar app for that we can all just download to our phones? Who's up for making an Android or an iPhone app?
It's called a spreadsheet, Scott.
Whoa! I said an app. I want to press a button on my phone. That's it. Done.
You make a spreadsheet with it, and then you put notes on the days.
Okay. When Josh comes in, I can't wait till Josh pops in later on. I need to talk to him about this. So, all right, let's get into the game. So, as you said, things kind of went more or less overlooking the plains area, and then you sent that crap to Lenny. Cool. Thank you very much for the recap. I genuinely appreciate it. Can somebody time out Joey for a second? He's been a little bit too aggressive. I think he needs to be shown his place. So,
I won't do it. You do it.
I don't want to do it.
Well, then you know what?
Jake, you want to wield that sword?
Hell no.
You know the worst part about your calendar, Scott, is that you don't even have what year it is.
1 second. I can take
Or
yours.
era.
Yeah. As it should be.
Right? Isn't it nice? First of all, beards. 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Silence. We can get some. We could both get some alcohol and drink legally.
Yeah, we could. Oh,
Yeah.
I think he can actually do that now, right?
I mean, are you sure? Have you checked his ID?
I haven't. I
Yeah.
really haven't.
So, I mean, he doesn't look like he could. Like he's probably still in high school and just pretending like he's like, oh, these college courses are so hard. That takes Buck to a whole different level. Though you're like, wait, Buck was under 18.
When's the last time you got asked for ID?
Actually, I get asked for it fairly often if I buy alcohol now. When I was 17, I didn't ask me, but well, in the United States, if you serve alcohol, like you can get sued the pants off of you. So often you are going to ask for ID just for safety of your own business. Oh, and in Massachusetts, you personally can be held liable, not just the business. So let's say I went out to eat at a restaurant and I got overserved. I ordered too much and drank too much, and I got into a car accident and like plowed through somebody's house. The person whose house it is can sue not just me as the driver and my insurance company. They can also sue the business that served me and the individuals that served me, meaning the waitress that I had, the bartender that poured the beverage, and the manager on duty. They can sue everybody.
Yeah, your thing's stupid.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Past your weird suing culture.
Yeah, it's a little crazy. I won't lie. Or cringe, as Sel would put it. It's a little cringe. But, anyways.
I'm back.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have to go to the bathroom?
No, I didn't. I was just looking at how to build an expert. That's all.
Oh, those are fun to build, honestly. But, all right. All right, cool. But to be fair, though, hold on. Take it back a step. You say sue culture, but like if somebody plowed their car through your house, don't you want to make sure it gets fixed?
Yeah, but I'm not going to sue like a passing cop that drove past somebody that was like drunk driving, even though they were pulled up at a light, and the cop just went through the intersection before they even drank. You know what I mean? Like it's just.
So hold on. Let's take this back a step. Sorry, I don't want to knuckle in this too far, but let's say the damages to your house for easy numbers
My lord.
is $1 million is the damages to your house, just for, even though clearly that's not gonna be the case, it's more value than your house, whatever. But let's say it's $1 million. But then the person who plowed through your house, their own personal liability and what their insurance is willing to cover is only $500,000. Who's going to pay for that other $500,000? Is it going to be you? Is that out of your pocket? You know what I mean? Like it has
I
to
get what you
come
mean,
from
but you're
somewhere.
kind of ruining like multiple people's lives in doing this as well. I get you, like it's it's your property, but at the same time, you're holding people liable that really aren't.
I mean, what you're saying sounds nice and logical, but welcome to America.
Fuck yeah.
I am the owner of the land. Therefore, I am the more important person here, and I will sue you until you no longer own lands to cover my lands. Ha ha! The guy's like, sir, I'm just a busboy. Anyways.
That's so bad.
No college for you, bus boy.
Seriously.
I couldn't go to college anyway. It costs too much. Is the truth. No busboy could afford it.
That's also true. Moving on. So, let's go.
No, Scott, let's not go.
The reason I have so many warning packages. That's funny. So okay. I'm sorry. Since we're talking about this, so I had to replace this part as I was waiting to talk to this later on when Josh got here. So this part is a faulty part. It's called a union. The short version is in your copper plumbing. What you do is you have a union so that later on, if you ever want to like remove part of your piping, you don't have to desolder it by hitting it with draining the pipes, hitting it with a torch, so on and so forth, and yanking it free. You literally just unscrew it. The thing is, like, it has to have a perfect copper on copper fitting. There's no Teflon tape or anything like that you put there. It has to be a perfect fitting. However, there's an ever so slight notch in this side over here that caused a drip. So we had to go and buy a different part from a different place, remove this one, and put it on there. All in all, like, granted, it only took an hour and 10 minutes of work to fix. But if you were to pay a plumber to do it, that would easily cost you a few $100s to pay a plumber to take care of that for you. So my father-in-law was like, I think when you go back to Lowe's to return this faulty part that they sold you, that you should expect a gift card in return for selling you a faulty part that led you to do da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And that is American culture. You inconvenienced me with the bad part that you sold me. You made my life difficult and could have cost me significantly more.
I mean, that's kind of fair, though, isn't it?
Is it?
Like, the company had a bad part inside their storage, right? The bad part almost caused more damages to your property. As in, now that company is liable to the cost of what's happened, right?
Now, if you paid a plumber for installation and this happens, you would hold the plumber liable, right? But
Yeah.
all I did was buy a part.
But if the part is faulty,
it is. Yep.
then is that not the seller's fault?
Oh, I agree. Which is why I'm gonna return it and get my what's this part? $10. I'm gonna get my $9.50 back or whatever it is.
I mean, yeah, but the manager is gonna come out and probably give you like a gift card or something.
No, I wouldn't even ask for it. I would just be like, hey, there's a faulty part. Can I just get a return? And I go, okay. And then the 16-year-old behind the counter is going to
don't care.
Yeah. And I'll be happy just because, doing the work myself saved me thousands. So,
that's all right. That 16-year-old will drop the bit. It'll hit their toe or something, and then they'll sue you.
True.
No, I'll be safe. Even if I accidentally dropped it, I'd be safe. He's at work. It's a workplace injury. If I threw it at him, that'd be a different situation. And luckily, this camera is to protect me. So, I'll be safe. It's okay.
That's not true.
Look, the kid knows where the cameras are, all right?
It's a good point. He probably does. That's what I do at work. At work, if I want a break, like to take the mask off for a minute, I go to where the cameras aren't, and I just sit there and relax for a second, take the mask off, and be like, nobody else around you, or whatever. And then you put it back on and walk away, like you were just awkwardly standing in a corner for some reason. All right, cool. I don't go to Lowe's, and so you're all about that Home Depot life. Is that what you're saying, Sal?
No, I just don't go to a place to get anything.
It's because you're not a dad yet, Sal.
No, I'm not. If I need anything,
listen, when you're a dad, not only will you have both a Lowe's and a Home Depot credit card, you'll also brag about how quickly you can walk in and out of that store finding the parts that you want along the way. All right, let's actually play the fucking game. Oh, that's funny. Snake. I forgot that you work at Lowe's.
I was doing off of my work experience. I worked at a fast food place. If any problems ever came up, we literally had a stack of gift cards that we're supposed to give people if they came up and complained about anything.
That's because when you're at a fast food place, things go sideways fast. Very fast. If they make a scene, it could slow down sales. It takes somebody off the floor. It's just like... So anyways, we want to get to the game, but Summon Snake, I expect recompense for what you put me through.
He didn't do nothing to you.
Excuse me, he's a Lowe's employee, therefore it's his fault. All right. It's a 3/4 inch, by the way. Just so you know how severe. All right.
3/4 of an inch.
He probably doesn't even work at the plumbing department. I mean, knowing Summon Snake, he probably works in blinds. All right. No, paint. He's definitely paint. He sniffs it. So,
I mean, who doesn't like sniffing paint? Wait, what?
Let's where we left off. 10 days, Jake, is the timer. So we know 10 days, and we're about to spend one of them right now, moving a little bit to the side. I'm gonna move you guys over real quick. Oh, sorry,
okay.
My camera just got all weird. There we go. So we're gonna do this here. Bring this here. This here. This here. Oh, and apparently this one is not visible, but here.
Because I think my flag has the vision, so I don't know if you want to put that one in the center because of how it.
Nope, you're fine. I don't care if it works like that.
Okay, but so there's nothing that I would be able to see like here otherwise.
I understand what you're saying. I will gladly move you for your exact request.
Yeah, well, because it does actually make a difference.
I understand. Yep, I understand.
Yeah.
And so you were able to see, it seems like, and actually you're able to see, is this supposed to be one? Give me 1 second, I want to just double check something.
I'm seeing like
grab a random
half a
cell.
hex.
gonna grab a random.
Or I'm seeing 1.5 hexes.
Okay, yeah. So you're supposed to see half a hex, but you can't. So I want you to make you a little bit bigger because you're on a hill. 12 is supposed to go up to 18. That's what you're supposed to be able to see on a hill.
Yeah, 1.5 hexes now. Okay. Jake,
So-
you can see what we're talking about, right? Okay, I wasn't sure because it's my flag. I wasn't sure if you linked to all players or not.
Yep.
So everything looks clear? You're good to go?
Yeah, I mean, unless the other commanders or Naito or whatever have any objections to it, I think we just go home.
So we should move down towards, well, pretty much straight down.
Yeah,
See if we come across any. I guess.
I'd be okay with that. Yeah,
Staying on the hills is gonna provide us better sight too. So
we don't want to get in this
yeah.
in case they're attacked. I mean, we might want to cut across to make sure Skull isn't like being destroyed.
I mean, that just adds more time to Nick's character, to Nick's travel. Did I bring Nick with you? I think he did, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, but Nick can travel. He travels 3 hexes a day.
Correct. I mean,
when he's
realistically,
moving.
even if you guys just move down to the plains just to have a bit more of a free movement, or if you wanted to stay on the hills and send Nick over there, in theory, Nick can move ahead to do some scouting and give you word. The only thing is you don't have your stones with you. Your stones are down. Where is the group? Oh, with this group over here. So you want to be able to like freely communicate
We
with
have
him.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's up to you, Mike.
I mean, I say we move down and then just Nick checks pops up on the hill and then pops back down.
I mean,
Yeah,
realistically, because you guys are traveling through hills, I can't remember which one's his. Is it? Oh, it's this one here. He could already, in theory, he could already be right here. You know what I mean? Oh, you guys got a couple luck. I didn't notice that. Let me add those in there. I probably shouldn't have said that, but
We have luck, Jake. Let's go.
so he'd already be able to
My
get here.
minerals are coming up south.
Yeah, it's
Check
all
it
for
out,
you, dude.
Dallas.
Okay, I'm gonna use all the luck so Jake doesn't have any.
Scouting check, luck.
Diplomacy check that I have like a plus 25 to, just like it.
Yeah, so,
Um,
so
need
make
the
sure
luck
you use
though,
all the
so.
luck before Jake's Kingdom rolls.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but that's the day. So it's day. So we're on day 2. Day 3, I guess we will move down here so we can meet back up with Naran when he goes here and here.
Okay, so you're gonna move to this one here, or you're gonna move into the valley?
Nick can move.
Moving into the valley is I suppose we can see the hills on this side, and there doesn't seem to be anyone there.
I mean,
They
if
can
you
move
if
a
you
lot
wanted
faster
to move
than
to
us.
this one here just to continue moving forward, but still be, because like right now you're 2 away from Nick, from where Nick's gonna go scouting.
Yeah.
If you came here, you would still be 2 away from Nick, but you would also be 1 step closer to home. Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't.
What do you
Yeah,
want to do, so?
I think that's fine. I mean, I don't think Skull is being attacked, but this is more of like a good faith effort to make sure all the cities are safe, right? This is meant to like look
Yeah.
good.
Cool. I'll move you here. Jake, you're 8 days away. To be
Okay.
clear. It's so weird having all these, like, chat, if you can come up with any ideas, because there's this many damn armies at the moment. Hey, who's this guy? Who's this random guy? Oh, that's Jake. This random guy's Jake.
Yeah, flags, Skull, and then that's Kagong.
Yeah, it's just annoying having, if we could think of a better way for us to do this.
Well, if we're all moving as one, you could just keep one like flag, and then you can put like
I honestly
a
think
number of
just, I honestly think we just need different flags for each of you. And just make
Well,
them
like you-
smaller and obvious. Go ahead, sir.
You could do like that, right? And that's how many armies are in there.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. That's smart. So we'll figure out the best way to go about it. You know what I mean? And so we'll just make that our uniform way moving forward. All right, cool. So you guys are moving down there. So Jake, you're 8 days away. He's gonna come up over here. But because he's up on a hill,
Oh shit, I was right.
does he not have vision?
No, his army doesn't have vision.
What? Wait, why? Oh, it does because it's only controlled by Neldarath. Only he can see it, as opposed to all players. That's why. That's why, and we also have to make it so that it's dynamic.
I'm a
lighting
fucking
is-
genius. All right, I told everyone that they would probably go down that way. All right, fucking smart as hell.
So Nick has to roll a scouting check. We don't actually have Nick here, unfortunately, but I can go ahead and roll the scouting check for him. Give me 1 second to pull up his kingdom sheet.
Yeah, and to roll a camouflage as well.
Oh, I'm in the wrong. I'm in Scott, not Daelric. 2 different humans. Kushibashi. You can roll for Nick. Okay, LD. You can roll for Nick. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you what your modifier is.
They have about as much luck.
Honestly, LD probably rolls better.
Mm-mm.
Scouting is... He has a +8. So LD, go ahead and roll me up a D20, and we're going to add 8 to your result.
Do followers get traits?
Woo!
Oh, shit.
Not usually.
Okay.
Hell yeah, you roll better than Nick. I was sexy, boyo. Okay. So with a 24 check, Nick is able to come to the realization of a few different important details that he's not able to immediately share with you. Because of the speed at which he travels and the fact that he's scouting, during this day, he's able to come down here and then spend the day scouting, trying to figure out details, does a very good job doing it, and then is going to have to try to meet up with you guys. So another day passes with you guys traveling south one more time, which again keeps you within 2 days of him, two tricks of him or whatever. So here, and on this day 3, so Jake, you what, 7 days now, right? 1, 2, 3, yep. 7 days away. He's able to travel back over to here and send runners the rest of the way to here to inform you that Clan Skull is under attack. I will roleplay as Zara, assuming that Naren is staying with the primary force and just sending not Zara, whatever lieutenant, coming over to you.
Right.
Yeah, Zara's not with him though. She's back home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I will a roleplay as a scout coming to inform you. So it'll be like 3 riders coming to talk to you. Also, where is Nick right now? He has to roll for scouting for something. No, not for where he is. He's good. So he'll come over to you.
You had to roll camouflage, so he didn't, unless they're not scouting.
Barbados wouldn't come with him either. He's defending the home place, sir. And camouflage. Yeah, we can roll camouflage. That's fine, just to make sure they didn't get noticed.
If this army isn't scouting, it doesn't really matter though.
No, it's still important to notice if you get noticed. That's a +2. LD, want to do the honors one more time? Thanks. 1d20 will add 2 to it.
That's not great.
That is a 10 total. Okay, we'll worry about whether or not you got noticed.
I can't do mass combat without Nick. That's gonna be unfortunate.
What was that?
I'd say doing mass combat without Nick's gonna be unfortunate.
I mean, we'll have to roll for him, you know?
Yeah. That's very bad for the party.
I mean, that honestly makes it so he rolls better, doesn't it?
Anyway, well, if we get word, then we're gonna start marching that way.
Shaggy's asking if you guys would have luck.
They're gonna have like a +5 or something to it, so it's gonna be really unlikely they fail.
I mean,
Unless you have a different opinion.
Lock it.
huh.
Sure. Do you want to press the button, Jake, or do you want me?
You can do it.
All right. 1.
Jake, I'll add it back in there, but for funsies, can you press the button for me?
Huh. Okay.
Not much better, at least. I added it back in.
I mean, it couldn't have been worse.
I mean, I think equally bad is worse.
No. By definition, it's not.
Depends on how you define it.
Anyway, well, we're gonna start marching the armies this way.
Well, I didn't roleplay them yet.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
We're playing a role-playing game. So,
Sure. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. I thought we were just playing, Mount and Blade or something. You know what I mean?
So the scout comes riding up to you guys, and of course asking to seek word with the commanders that are there, including whatever warlords may be present. And they warn you, Warlord Tessel, Warlord Varix, and commanders. I come with word from Warlord Naren and the scouting that we did to the east. Unfortunately, it seems as though Skull is under siege. More importantly, it seems as though they've been under siege for a couple days' time. The siege is nearing its final phases with how it has gone so far. There's been charring of buildings along the outskirts. There's been devastation to whatever protections that they have there. I believe you understand that Skull, and if I remember correctly, it has walls around it, correct?
Yes, they have big walls that are like the best in Southern Kajiksi, basically.
Yep. I'm pretty sure you understand that Skull has incredible defenses set up in place. Giant walls that stretch all around the city. Nonetheless, they have burned the farms. They have chased the people inside the walls, and they've taken to attacking the walls themselves. I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it with my own eyes, but the walls, there's a chunk of it that is completely frozen over. It is effectively made of ice. And they were preparing with Warlord Naren described as what's called a siege engine. Have you heard this word before?
Yes, of course I have.
Well, they're going to apparently be using it to breach the walls. Naren believes that even by the time that we arrive, it'll be too late.
I'm looking at the rules for force marching.
What do they number?
Several hundred strong. The exact numbers are hard to tell because they're spread out for the sake of sieging from multiple angles, as well as, I imagine, keeping their numbers low. But several hundred, to say the least. We weren't able to see them all.
We must march to defend them. Because we have, one of their commanders is here with their own forces, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so,
Get the men ready. Force march for the day.
It's up to you, Varix.
Quickly tell me what the thing for force march is.
On the first day, it's fine. Basically, they get fatigued, but if you don't do it again, they recover normally. There's no real negatives of force marching one day if the battle's 2 days away, or it's 3 days away for us.
All right.
So.
And force march allows you to go how far?
1 extra hex.
Ooh, that's
no
nice.
matter movement speed. So
it's funny because if you look at commander thing, did you notice that one of the lowest levels of it's by level 3 or 4 or something that you get the ability that armies that you command as a commander have increased movement of 1. Did you see that?
What is that ability?
If you actually look at the commander book, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's hold on, which ability is this? It's level. Oh, is this level 1? Expert General. When do you get Expert General?
I don't know.
Dude, at level 1, a commander has their armies have an additional speed of 1.
Yeah.
At level 1.
Hey, if I were to remake Naito, I would do him as a commander.
Look at this. Unsurprisingly, a general serves particularly well as a kingdom's general. As a kingdom's general, she increases the kingdom's loyalty score by 1 for every 5 levels, minimum 1. So that means it's at level 1 to 5 you get 1, and then at level 10 it's 2, so on and so forth. Additionally, her increase the leadership, logistics, da 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 da. As a result, the general they decrease the time to train a new army by 2% per level, and increase the number of armies the kingdom can house by 2% per level. Decrease the consumption cost of armies by 2% per level, and increase the number of elite soldiers by 5% per level, and increase the movement speed by anything under their command by 1. That's crazy. So I mean that consumption bit only matters when they're say like, let's say they're level 5, so it's 10, and you're housing 10 consumption, right? Because then it drops by 1, but still. Either way.
But yeah, marching for a day isn't a problem. It'll get us like fatigued, but by the next day we'll be recovered.
Okay. They said that the Narn will not march without the rejoining of the forces. To go back over there would risk being destroyed or whatever it is. So
Yep, that's fine. I mean, that makes sense.
Okay. So your plan is to go into March in?
Yeah.
Okay. So with a forced march, your characters are going to be able to get yourselves... Oh, wrong thing going.
Here.
No, forced march gets you to here.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because this is one
Right.
more day passing, so Jake's rolls are now 6 days away.
No, we can force march that same day.
Okay, yeah. But then when you march again after that...
Yeah. But, yeah. It's... Wait, 1 second. Yeah, this is day whatever. Day 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3 is here. And then 4, and then 5.
I gotcha. So this is going to be the next day.
In what square do we start the force march?
The one that you currently, the one that you were. So you went from, that was day 1, day 2, day 3, and also day 3.
Okay.
Okay, and which is the same thing, kind of what I was saying. And then, so then you guys do that, and then day 4, you move to here.
Yeah. And then day 5, we can fight.
Okay, so Jake, you're currently 6 days away from your kingdom rolls. Okay. So Cell, you are currently there. I imagine your characters want to do a bit of scouting.
Yep. That's just leadership bonus, which is 5.
Jake, you're welcome to do so as well.
Oh, it's a really good roll.
And now I see it. It's actually almost as good as Nick's.
Yeah, well, we all can't be special with a +8 leadership bonus. I mean, we all
he
could
rolled the
technically.
same number, but he has a lower modifier, which is pretty hilarious. I'll just do the same thing.
It's Erzogger, right? He should have a lower
R-
modifier.
1d20 plus 8. If he rolls another 18, that'd be awesome. I was gonna say Yahtzee.
Oh, well, it's still good.
-2, -1. All right, cool. So, really good results. Obviously, you guys are aiding each other and trying to check out this place. So clearly, by spending another day, so it took when Nick was here, he spent the when he was here, whatever, and scouted down. He then had to go here and send word here. That was a day, and then you guys traveled back that same day, and then came here. So it's been 2 days just to get here. During the third day, since Nick was down here, realizing what was going on, is when you guys are scouting. And this is where you can actually see, during your scouting, your scouts kind of come back and inform you, Warlords, I have news for you. The walls have been breached, entirely breached. There is a large segment of wall that has been crumbled to the ground. It's massive stones everywhere, something that you would not think easily done. They say, kind of like trying to inform you, just like that, like, holy shit, that's crazy. Like how quickly they were able to do this. The inside, the city, it is already being plundered. Their armies are still there, but I must warn you, warlords, we have 2 options. We can either give solid orders and move forward slowly and cautiously and be prepared to fight, but likely many of them, if not all of them, would have retreated by that time as their scouts already saw us. We have hundreds arriving. We stand out. Or we move swiftly, damn the rest, for our travel's already done, and we get there and we attack while they're still inside the cities.
Varix is going to look straight over to the commander of the army from this place because I know what he wants to do.
I'll look to him as well. I mean, what does he want us to do here? This is his city.
Okay. So if you guys like legit just look at him, he looks back at the two of you and says, "We march now." Not giving a command to you, but being like just expedience. Meaning more or less, you guys would have done a forced march, then rested during the regular day of travel, and this would be a second forced march, but with a gap. So it's just one forced march, not two.
Let us make Skull their coffin.
Okay.
Let me. Do you get fatigued at a forced march? I think you do.
I think you'll have to suffer the penalties of fatigue. The commander says to you,
what does that do?
What is the penalties of fatigue?
That's what I'm checking. Because if it's like really bad, it might not be like it might be.
It's up near the recovery area.
Oh, they would be fatigued too if they were just in fighting. So we'd both be fatigued.
Yep.
So that's fine actually. It's just a -1 OM and DV, and you can't furiously charge or overwhelming onslaught.
So, Cell, the commander that's there says, do you have a means of getting word inside of the city easily? You talked before of stones. Do you have more of these?
No.
In the name of the gods. If we have a means of getting information in and out of the city with relative ease, we can coordinate with the people on the inside. There is no way that Skull would go down fighting. Yes, but that doesn't mean I can get word past their soldiers.
Is there a symbol, a sign we could give them from these hills that they would know?
There is, but it's going to be less precise than if we use something like the stones that you had mentioned before.
The stones are all the way back near Densho. They will not be here in time for us to use.
4. That would be 8. That would be even with what's his name?
If they have a Kamatori, they can move 3. And then if they force march it, they get 1 extra hex.
Yeah, but time seems to be of the essence, right?
Yeah, why?
And this is happening at the end of the day, so it doesn't. Meaning by the time they get to marching, they'll be marching like tomorrow. You know what I mean? On like a timeline scale.
What are you saying, Jake?
Yeah, but I mean they won't be able to get there in one day.
No.
Yeah.
So
and then we got to get it into the city and then coordinate. It just seems like it's
I'll do what I can. We have such plans in mind. We have walled cities in training for a reason, but damn it. If only there was an easier way of getting communication in and out. But with them being so infiltrated, I'm afraid that any message that we try to get in there will be collected. We'll communicate the best we can.
Set your signs. The armies are marching. Be ready. You have to lead your men.
Okay. And just because as you guys are traveling south, I just want to check something really quickly before we go any further. What do they call it? What do they call it?
Is their whole army inside the city?
Probably not the whole army, just enough to go in there and just like slaughter people and take what they want.
Yeah, so we're not likely to be able to. Well, not likely to be able to trap them in the city, right?
Probably not. Sorry, I'm just trying to check something
Because
out.
if we can catch them bunched up in front of the opening of the walls, we could just surround their armies and push them back inside the city.
I'm trying to find one.
Reverse
thing.
sieges are very, very, very effective if you don't care about the city.
Yeah, if you don't care about the city, exactly.
We kind of care about the city.
Why? Why do you care about the city?
Because my character has morals, okay? And I'm trying to make Skull my vassal. So having a destroyed skull would be not particularly great for, me. But having a dead skull warlord does slightly benefit me, meta-wise. Because if they have no leader,
So fucked up. What level is Lenny?
he's level 5.
Okay, thought so.
He would have the fungus by now, I imagine.
Yeah. So I'm just sending something your way.
Oh shit. Does he have a sending spell?
Yes and no. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, day per level. Okay.
Yeah.
So he would definitely have had it by now because the person that brought it there would have got trouble way freaking faster than you guys. So it would have even gotten there before now.
He would have gotten there like by 2 days or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So
I told him like March.
So as you guys are marching south to bring yourself to bear at the city, right? As you guys are marching that way, which we're not going to actually physically move your pieces yet. As you're marching that way, you're actually going to receive a bird is literally going to fly its way over to you.
Oh,
it's one of those things.
Animal messenger.
It's one of those things where you have a one of the hunters that's there sees this bird flying by and they actually raise their bow or crossbow, I should say. Like, ooh, there's some good game they can get as like almost a distraction for them while they're going. But then somebody else, like one of their lieutenants or what have you, would be like, no, hold on. Looks like it has something on its wing. Sorry, on its leg. And so the thing would fly down over to you and would give you a little piece of paper because animal messenger can either be 25 words, kind of like spoken from the bird to you in a whisper, or it can be a whole scroll, which is more easily intercepted. So the little scroll, you come over and it actually lands. You could see it circling around and coming to you, and it takes a moment to realize, oh, it's me. And you hold out your arm.
Yeah, I hold out my arm for it to land.
You release it, and as soon as you release it, the thing like jumps off your arm, which has a bit of like force to it, and then it flies off. You notice very quickly, like even like the thing that was on the arm, that it has like the wax seal of Lenny's scroll. So like I put wax on there and like sealed it while it's on the arm, and so you break the seal, unravel it, and you read it. So Lenny says, Warlord Tessel. Sorry, I was trying to remember your name. Warlord Tessel of Clan Shadow. I write to you with apologies and word of dire concern. I received the package that you had delivered to me, insulated as well as it was. It seems like it likely had grown a bit during its travels between where you had left it and where it arrived. It was given to me, and I started to look into it. And you notice his handwriting is starting to get like a little bit off as it continues on. I started to look.
Tires frozen, boys.
I started to look into this device, but worked late into the night out of interest. Nonetheless, I stopped to go get a pot of tea, and accidentally left the tea too close to the glass jar.
He's like 22 in.
Yeah, he says, unfortunately, curses must come from the gods, as I foolishly made a mistake.
Why would you do this? This is insane, dude. This dude has 21 intelligence. All right, that's like he's 14 wisdom. He's not fucking unwise. This is like an insane mishap from someone so intelligent and wise. It's almost unrealistic.
Oh, unrealistic. He's a gnome. Yeah. He got excited. Oh, yeah, let me go check it out. You know, so.
Yeah, but I told him of what it did.
Yep. I heard your message. It was super explanative. It was detailed.
I said, I explained what I'm like. I didn't want to do it on the stream, but I was like, yeah, I tell the guard to tell him what happened, what this thing is.
Of course. Like you said, it seems like it must be cursed by the gods because
I understand.
The mold seems to have overtaken my office. It grew very rapidly, especially before. It grew very rapidly, at least up until the point where it snuffed out the fire in the fireplace.
I just roll it away. I say nothing about it. No point to worry Naito when we're about to charge into battle.
Okay.
I'll talk to him on the dawn of victory.
He just says, somebody's like, are you concerned? You're like, Silencio? Silencio.
I hold the straight face. Letty just tells me of his research. That is all.
Bluff. Jake, you can go ahead and roll a sense motive with a +5.
Yeah. Okay. I wish you luck. And I'm not
Yeah, I'm not
texting
gonna
with
bother.
you.
What
Yeah,
you do with
Lenny's
your
bad
gnome
with
is
tea,
none of my
isn't he?
business.
Fucking hell. This is just because you hate T, Scott.
You gonna roll sense motive or no, Jake? Sorry.
No, no.
Okay. So continuing
Yeah.
on, as you guys are traveling there even further, if things couldn't be any worse, if things could not be any worse, as you're walking there, I mean, it's wintertime. It's cold as it is. But the thickening of the clouds as you walk there got worse and worse and worse. Your characters will go ahead and roll me a survival check.
I'm gonna individually or like.
You can individually roll a survival check for your character's understanding. And if there are multiple PCs with you, like if you have an NPC with you of significance, you can roll for them as well. I'll roll for
Okay.
Nick.
I'll be praying to Krillin to warm this day. That's a really good survival check for me. And who's with me? Naito. He's not good at survival either.
His results.
Oh, actually, he's good at survival. Never mind. He's really bad at survival.
Huh, I rolled a 91.
Yeah.
Do
can't really
natties
help
mean
that.
something here? They do, don't they?
They do, but I mean, this is gonna be like, I disagree with you. And it's like, no, Naito. I think Nara knows what he's talking about.
I'll get into how that fumble right there will work in a second. So anyways, it's Narin confirmed by Verix are able to say that. Oh, Narin and Urzog confirmed by Verix are able to say that they're concerned that the weather is about to turn. These mounting clouds, this overcast, is really starting to darken and billow up, and there's a genuine concern of there being an actual blizzard rolling in. It's one of those things where you say, you probably say a prayer to Kralian to warm this day, and Urzog responds with, "You better keep praying, because it seems as though another god has answered."
Have hope. Today, winter will end early.
He looks to you with a raised eyebrow and says, "Is Kralian a goddess of hope?"
She's a goddess of passion, and today we march into war, into battle. Is that not what Kuruk see as passion?
He nods appreciatively and then responds and says, "But Drozam is a god of frozen despair."
Then let us hope Krillin watches today and clashes with him.
Naito puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "Fear not. Whatever the storms will bring, whatever the weather brings, if it be sunny day or it be storms, we'll be prepared for it." Cutscene. We're not prepared for this! As the winds pick up and the skies open and snow just starts falling. Just starts falling down on you. It's one of those days where if curses couldn't befall you any worse, you have a gnome freezing back with its homestead covered in a mold that you don't even know how to handle because it literally absorbs heat, so you can't even get close to it. And now the skies open up and a blizzard is dropping down on the field of battle that your characters are fatigued walking into.
Well, they'll also be affected by the blizzard at least, and fatigued.
I suppose is true.
So, in fact, it's almost like we completely balance out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, unless there's, you gave them a feat that I don't know about.
Sure, they'll be fatigued, and sure, they'll be fighting in that storm as well, but I think we all understand the significance. And yeah.
Well, you know what? Maybe Krillin will shine her light, all right? As a testament to her fiery boy.
I
doubt it.
Why do you doubt it? Why is that, Jake?
I doubt it too.
This is Drozam's day.
Yep. So I imagine as you guys are preparing, you're literally getting together to start preparing the field of battle, because this is literally what you're working on at this point in time. Sorry, something's loading very slowly. They're preparing this field of battle as it is right now. As you guys are working on this, an important situation needs to be defined. We need to talk about each individual army. I don't even if you literally want to get like a piece of paper or to write down, or like a fucking Word document to prepare. You need to set up all the different... He's actually going to get paper.
Yeah, sell wood.
I mean, Cell is the youngest boomer I know, so it does kind of make sense.
Oh, I got it. I'm ready to go.
I'm just gonna grab like a really crappy image to to work with for this. Obviously, this isn't an accurate image of the city by any stretch. This is just what I'm gonna work with. Save image as. Crappy castle image. We'll do this here. That's fine. And we're gonna try to upload this over here. It's a pretty massive file. So you good, sir? Oop, hello. Oh, hi,
Yep,
Snake.
I'm just I'm writing down all the stats so I don't have to flip through different
All right,
like,
Snake.
pages
I
and
guess
shit.
I guess I forgive you for the part. I'll forgive you. Okay. I think 10,000 bits is
Military.
more than enough to forgive. The part that
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's-
return,
It's a bit steep.
right?
Some would say.
For the part that I'm literally gonna return anyways. So
Morale. All right, so Shado.
I gotta upload a separate page. Come over here. Go over to maps. So your forgiveness is viable? Ah, shit. Are you Joey? Are you just gonna
Well, you're
take anything I
American, so that
say
makes
and turn?
sense.
Ouch. You take anything I say and turn it into like a well? That he said it once. That must be the rule. Because that's a very Joey thing to do there. I don't know. Do you think if I installed him
All right.
like that, he'll cave?
What are the effects of a blizzard?
We're gonna have to find this actual weather effects
Yeah.
on the complete battle book. We just need
What
to
is-
check it out.
I'm on it right now. Extreme conditions.
Yeah, extreme conditions. Yep.
All right. At the end of each route phase, you must make a morale check to avoid becoming fatigued. -2 penalty on that check for armies wearing heavy armor. -1 for other armor. Precipitation. Light rain and snow have a 10% cumulative chance for each battle phase. They continue of causing the battlefield to turn into treacherous terrain.
That's genuinely exciting.
Is it already treacherous by the time we're fighting?
I mean, I would say yeah, it's already treacherous by the time you're there. Yeah, but
Okay.
they're staying stagnant because they're able to stay inside the castle walls. You know what I mean?
Well, if they're gonna stay inside the city, that's fine. We don't fight them today. We just besiege them. We don't have to engage on the blizzard, unless like the skull dudes like really like we fight now. Like, I mean, our signal is gonna be blinded by the blizzard. They're not gonna be able to see it from inside the city, so we have no communication inside the point.
What I would say is you're actually going to be able to have a bit of communication with them, right? You're actually going to be able to have like one of those pre-battle conversations because you've actually never met the what's his face yet. So you can actually have an opportunity to maybe even speak to him or at least one of his lieutenants, which you haven't had that chance yet, you know?
Oh, the leader of the army, the
Yeah.
mongrels.
Yeah, Warmonger. Yeah.
We assume it's not the the mongrel himself, Eisen.
Yes, but you could potentially, at the very least, have a conversation with his, one of his people, right?
Yeah.
So, 1 second, I'm just kind of like layering this map nicely for you. Any other? So, what else you guys want to kind of like talk about or do at this point? Like, Sorry. Oh, no. I was bringing up a point. My apologies. So, Sel, the reason why you got that paper for writing down is all the different armies, who's leading them, and then the way that armies actually work is each group can have a general that oversees it. Now, I assume we're not going to have one general lead, like say it's going to be Nick leading Nick's army, right? It's going to be Jake leading Jake's army, right? Or whatever it might be. You're not going to have like say Nick leading all of your armies. That'd be kind of weird.
Yeah.
So
Although
that,
Nick leading all our armies would be really cool.
yeah, it would be beneficial. And if Nick was here, maybe it'd be an option, but I still don't think that your characters would necessarily do that yet, right? Like, I don't think you're that close with one another yet.
No. Well, no, it would be bad. It'd be a bad look anyway for like a Jinxie.
Yeah. But either way, so you need to
So,
decide like how you're dividing up
just-
your armies.
For your calculation, Scott.
Yep.
All armies lose 2 DV for treacherous terrain and 1 DV in OM for fatigued. I think there might be something else. -1 penalty. Yeah. So, just I'm making notes of it on my paper.
Okay, now I'm gonna drop some clan stuff inside here. Jake.
Yeah.
Jake and what's your face? How many armies do you have?
1.
Oh,
Oh, what?
1 second. So just mechanically, what's the Skull dude's leadership bonus?
He is going to be a plus. Hold on, 2 leadership bonus.
And the Kagong?
The Kagong will be the same, +2.
Would they be willing to be under like the command of our people of like Naito?
Yes, I absolutely would. One under Naito, one under say Jake's, or I would say Nick's, but Nick's not here, so Jake's would be better. You know what I mean?
No, wouldn't it?
Well, it'd be better if they were both under Naito or both under
Yeah,
Nick.
they should both be under Naito.
That's fine if that's what you prefer to do.
I think it makes more sense because of the battle style anyway, of Naito being more adaptable to like understanding how they fight than Urzog. Urzog's good at what?
I said, shut up.
I lost all of like sight on the what do you call it?
Roll 20.
Like I can see, but like all the stuff that used to be gray is not black. Doesn't matter for the moment, but
Oh, really? Oh, it's that stupid thing that it does every once in a while. It's so
Yeah.
frustrating when it does that. I hate when it does that, but unfortunately, there's like nothing I can do. That's what it is, and we just have to deal with it, kind of a thing.
yeah, you can just show it to me later or whatever.
Yep, I'll have to fix it for you afterwards, like you just said.
I'm
I'm
giving
just still
shade
getting this
to
map ready.
Urzog. I'm saying it probably makes sense because Naito is like a studied military tactician. Urzog is a commander of like
Yeah, but
old Kuruk.
Also, you'd want to have Jake have some more power than just, oh, I got this one little group right here. Because even though you mean yes, I agree with you mechanically. At the same time, you are dealing with another PC, right?
Hey, Jake can just roll for Kagong. All right, there you go.
Sounds good to me.
Actually, that is a fair counterpoint. I accept that. You accept, Jake?
Yep.
Cool.
Remind me
So-
what the penalties are for the Blizzard again, so.
Yours going to be a -3 DV in total and -1 OM.
Ah, alright.
That's for your totality. That's for fatigue and the blizzard.
Okay. So 1 OM, 3, -3 DV.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
All armies under Naito get +2 DV as well.
Sorry, I'm just trying to balance out the stupid map, and it's always a pain in the ass to do inside Roll20. There's like, oh, there's a feature where you can make it so it lines up. Yeah, that feature sucks. Okay. And always when you get within like 1 square of what's perfect, it becomes a huge pain in the balls. I'm so close to it being perfect.
Yeah.
It is
just-
like legit a hair away from being perfect.
whenever you're ready,
Perfect.
tell me the stats for the armies.
I will in 1 minute. So
And I'll send Kagong to you, Jake.
hold on. Because I actually didn't think that you guys were going to come in and fight. I actually thought that you were going to be like, okay, well, bye. So let me set this up. I was
No. Hey, Testo's all been about we have to fight, the Drazam people during Drazam's time
I am
and tell them
not
to fuck
knocking
off.
your decision.
All right. If we do this, all right, Caroline might smile upon Testo, all right?
Well, especially since you're doing it against Rosam. Jesus Christ.
I'm doing it for the gods. Not really. I'm doing it because it's the right thing to do. And Drazam is a shitty god. Can't change my opinion on that.
You guys heard what he said, right? So if you want to like drop more trumps in the name of,
Hey, listen, there's been
I'm
no-
just kidding.
Oh, I didn't say
I'm
anything.
just
Hey,
kidding.
like the
I
fact-
never said anything.
There's been no PCs that have played under a Drazon worshiper. All right, they literally all hear about fucking murder and shit and war, and not even like at least Vroga has like freedom as like a tenet. Drazon doesn't even have like a redeeming quality. All right, he's literally about coldness and war and death.
I mean, you make a good point, Sel, but nonetheless,
He's literally-
I don't
You guys heard-
condone
you guys
Sel's
heard what he
message.
said?
I'm just
Yeah.
putting it out there. I do not condone this message.
He's literally like an evil god for evil people.
I mean, and Jake's character's evil too. So I mean, like you're leaving him out to dry, Jake. Jesus. Don't mind me. I'm
No,
just
but
saying.
see, he's a worshiper of Vroga, the better war god. Okay.
I mean, now you're throwing shade at Lady Aravel. Now you're gonna get. Now you're gonna
I don't
get
think
Joey
anyone in
mad.
chat will not accept shade at Lady Aravel. They've seen Peridot, all right?
I think Joey's very pro Aravel.
No, he's pro Vigil Aravel. Different Aravel.
I accept your argument once again.
That's not hashtag. That's not my era.
Hashtag that's not my Aravel. Let's fucking go.
That's nice. Again, I accept. All right, hold on. I'm almost there. It's like a hair from being there. Yes, I got it lined up. Yes, queen. If it's off by a small amount. It doesn't fucking matter. Now it's this part that I have off.
Okay.
So,
Skull. And then we'll do Kagong.
okay, that's fixed there. Now I fix this one over here. I was just trying to get a quick map set up because we're going to be doing a fucking siege.
Well, not a siege. We're doing a battle.
Oh, yeah, doing a battle. Yep. Because unfortunately, the longer that you wait out there, the worse things are. So,
Look, one day I'm gonna pull off a Caesar in Warmonger, okay? I'm gonna build a wall to surround someone inside the city and then build a wall on the outside. I'll do it. Maybe not on Pestle.
that's
Maybe
gonna
if
take a
Pestle
moment to
dies.
load.
Ooh, that's a very pretty map.
Yeah, I had to grab one real quick that just shows like a broken castle or whatever, right? Just to get things kind of started over here. Oops. Yeah, okay, I got the right thing set up. All right, so this is just a fun map that I literally just grabbed from somewhere to throw onto this. So give me 2 seconds while I finish putting it together for you. I'm gonna make height 1 smaller and width 2 smaller. Boom, snaps those shut. I'm gonna change the color of this to light to, what is it, gray? So that works there.
And
Hold on
tell
one
me-
second. Wow.
What, did a trump card get played?
Okay, a
Shit.
couple funny things happened. First of all, somebody named Jesus donated $1 11 minutes ago and said bless you. So
Bless him.
thank you, Jesus. Jesus, if you're still here, I need to know what your name is so I can get you 100 daddies for that. And then something else just popped in 2 seconds ago. Okay, so that things just got stacked in a confusing way. I'll figure that out afterwards.
What?
So Sel,
Fuck.
you have one army and it's how big? 100?
Yes.
Jake, you have one army and it's how big? 100?
Yes.
Nick, you have one big and it's army. It's how big? 50?
Yes.
All these are in the wrong layer, by the way. These all got to go over to token
They
layer.
do. They
Okay,
were on
and
map
you
layer.
are going to token layer. Perfect. It's now going over to objects. Now, the armies that are with you, Sel, the 2 different armies, are those both 50?
No. Skull's 50, Kagong's 100. Let's do Skull first for the mathing. For what
Okay.
their numbers are.
So Skull is going to be the red flag. They're going to be 50. I'm going to pull up those
Yes.
numbers for you in just 2 seconds.
Do not include the leadership bonus in the calculation for me, please.
Yes,
because
sir.
it's going to get replaced by Naitos.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Thank you.
Yes, sir,
And
Captain, sir.
Does Naitos boons get placed upon all armies under his command?
Sniper spoons. Actually open up complete war, and I
Okay.
believe they do. Yes, but we have to. It depends on the
I
boons
think
that they
so
are.
too.
So let's see. As a size of, you said 50.
Skull's 50, yes.
Okay, their health points are going to be 27. Their camouflage and scouting are
Those don't
going to
matter.
be 1 each. Their morale for Skull, because they were coming out to aid you originally. The morale was actually sitting at a 6, but with charging here, knowing that their place is under siege and whatnot, it's going to drop to a 4.
Okay. This
All
is
right.
gonna increase from Naito.
We'll worry about
Thanks.
that in a second. So that's the morale score, not modifier.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Their OM and DV is going to be, because you said don't include leadership bonus.
Do not include leadership bonus
Okay. Just give me one.
because Naito's takes it over, right?
Correct. So, actually, I don't think so. But give me 1 second.
Oh, does it not? Well, what's the point
I'll
of
explain.
putting?
I'll explain in 1 second. So their
Okay.
DV and OM without including Naito is a 15 and a 5 respectively.
Oh God. Oh my God. So that means their their OM is a 2 and DV is a 15. So their DV is a 12.
Okay. So now that you have that one, let's go over to the other army, which is the 100, and we'll touch on the other. And their commander, because they have a commander. Their ranks in what's it called?
No, the general takes over initiative. That's a fact.
Good call. Moving on.
Okay. That one's I know for a fact Naito takes over.
Girl.
I have a really good initiative.
Okay. Because their ACR is a 5 for that group. The other one, to read those numbers off to you, their ACR is a 7. So it's DV and OM are 17 and 7 respectively.
1 second. 17 minus 3 is 15. OM
7.
So it's 5.
Their stealth is going to be
14 and 4. I can math.
Their stealth is going to be less. Give me 1 second to get that for you, just to see the difference.
Those don't matter for this battle.
You say that until all of a sudden it matters. So just give me 1 second to get this for you.
Is the camouflage and scout their base modifier for size?
1 second. So you're going from 50 to 100. So their camouflage is going to be 2 less, so it's a -1.
Okay.
And their scouting is going to be the same with a +1.
Okay.
What other numbers did you need? Their health points is, I think it's 38.
Sounds about right.
Their speed, their morale is going to be a 5.
Okay.
And what else?
That's it. Oh, any boons or traits or whatever?
All right. So
Tactics.
back to that part right there, because this is going to be off of the commanders as opposed to the other bit. So you were asking about the leadership bonus comes from the commander of the unit, not from the general of the army.
Oh.
Boons and tactical initiative come from the general of the army. Okay.
Okay.
So the commander of each of those groups has a leadership bonus of a +2, just because
and that's already factored in, right? Or did you not?
I did not factor because you asked me not to. So
okay, actually not too bad. I thought Naito would do it. I can remath it. It's fine.
Okay, yep. So that's 17 because 19. 15 becomes 17. So on and so forth. Cool, awesome. And then you can figure out the morale bonuses from there. Okay, as for boons that those leaders have, so the one that leads the army of 100. Right.
And Kagong.
Yep, the one that leads the army of 100 from Kagong. What they actually have for a boon is hold the line.
Oh God, what does that one do?
And they have a additional bonus to morale of +1 on top of whatever you had listed there.
Okay.
And that's because they all have the bravery ability.
Shouldn't mine be bravery too, right? The level 2 fighters.
But does your commander also have it?
No, he doesn't. He actually replaced it because he's a seasoned commander.
There you go.
Hold the line. Okay, I'll look for it in the other books. It's fine.
And for the commander of the other one doesn't have a boon because they're not high enough of ability to have one.
What a loser.
That's pretty normal.
I'm joking. Oh, that's cool. All right. And does Naito's boons apply to all the armies that are under his command?
Depends on the boons. Name them.
Okay. I have defensive tactics. This is a boon.
That would apply.
Okay, and then I have loyalty, which is also a boon.
Loyalty does what? +2 to morale?
Plus the morale.
Morale checks, not morale score, correct? So then yes.
Yeah, morale checks.
That would apply, yes.
And there's something else I think in the other books that I'll look up too, but yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
So the morale check is equal to 8. is equal to 10. DVs all go up by 2. What else does Naito have?
So the army of 100 is what's the name of that
Gotcha.
clan again? It's not Skull. It's clan.
Kagong.
K, comma Gong. Okay.
Okay, all the DVs aren't terrible now. It's a 16 for Skull and 18 for Kagong. I'll send you Kagong stats, Jake, since I'll let you control them.
So it's an
For the
8.
rules.
It's an 8 and an 18, right? So Kagong's what's their OM normally without modifiers?
Their OM normally is Kagong's normal OM is 18.
I said OM.
OM
Is an 8, right?
it's ACR plus leadership bonus, right?
Correct. So
So that means it's 9.
9 normally. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it was 7 plus 2. Yeah. Okay. And then with modifiers, because of weather and being tired, that brings it down to a 6. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
And the defensive value is usually a 19.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry. DV goes down by 3. OM only goes down by 1. Sorry.
You're very correct. OM only goes down by 1.
Cool. And their health points are 38.
Yes.
Okay. So I have that set up for you there. Now we're going to do the same exact thing over in the other clan, which is Skall, Skall, controlled by all players. There, it should be 2 less. So instead of 9, it should be 7. Instead of 7, it's actually 6. Instead of you said 19, it should be what is it? 17. But actually, instead of 17, it's a 14. And then their health point should be 26 or 27.
27.
Okay.
Yeah, the DV should end up as a 16. It's basically only going down by 1.
DV actually drops by 3.
Yeah, but Naito gives him plus 2.
Oh, wait, for DV? Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Defensive tactics is really great, but it gets counted by high-level generals because you can get advanced tactics, which nullifies defensive tactics.
All right, Nick's army. I have to add all of his fun shit in. Luckily, I have him pulled up. Sorry, Nick, that you're not here to lead your own army.
Okay, I have everything noted on my
Nick's
sheets
HP,
too.
his max AP is a 27, and days have passed, so I have to talk about healing.
He'd be healed by now.
We have to confirm that, but so
It's
27
been-
and 16.
His army didn't fight.
His main army did a long time ago.
Yeah, then they're completely healed. They healed like a D6 a day or something like that, or half ACR a day. Something where it's been like 20, almost 20 days.
I want to say Kushibashi should be touched by everybody because you guys can't really see. Wait, I actually.
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, okay, it is all players. Never mind. All right, cool. So then Kushibashi. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. So his. Oh fuck! I keep doing the wrong thing.
Yeah, they healed their 8 hours after a fight.
So he is at 27 HP. I think I said.
8 hour. Yeah. That's for a 50 sized army. 8 hours after a fight, they would gain their ACR back in HP.
And their
they get-
DV is normally 24. OM is normally 13. So that's DV is usually a 24, 24. OM is usually 13, 13. Oop. And health points is 27, 27. But then I'm going to modify that in 1 second. He also has Cavalry Experts a +2 and blah, blah, blah. And Banner is a +1 to morale and a +1 to OM. When using any of the following tactics. And then what were the following tactics that were listed? That's funny. Let's go to commanders. When using any of the following tactics, cavalry. Here he goes. Cavalry experts, furious charge, overwhelming onslaught, and pursuit. Does he have cavalry experts? He does.
Probably.
So he gets an additional +1 OM. That's crazy. So he actually has a +3 to OM when he's using cavalry. That's hilarious. So the current situation gives a -3 DV. So his DV drops from 24 down to a 21. And he has a -1 OM to a 12. And we'll worry about if he's fighting whatchamacallits or not afterwards. Okay, done. Actually, Nick never had to force march himself, did he? So actually,
No.
so he can ignore one of those DVs and one of those OMs.
Yeah, true.
Okay. Nick is done. He's set up. Now we got to do Jake's army. Jake, talk to me here, baby. First and foremost, your health points 38 out of 38. Your DV
Yep.
is normally a
23.
Yeah, your DV is usually a 23, and
Yeah.
your OM is usually a 10,
11.
11 normally.
Yeah, I think I've updated them, right?
Okay, now I got it on there for you. I think you had them switched around.
Okay, yeah.
So anyways, and now when you look at it, because of DV is dropped by 3, so instead of 23, it's a 20, and OM dropped by 1, so instead of 11, it's a 10. Okay. And is there any other factors, Jake? Who is the commander of your unit, and how many units do you have?
Herzog, one unit.
1 unit, and it's Urzog.
Mm-hmm.
And you're the general of his unit.
Herzog's the general.
So do you have somebody commanding the unit, or is he just commanding the unit? There's no general sitting back.
No, there's no. I don't know. Herzog usually is just commanded.
That's perfectly fine. So this is what we were talking about last week about the updated rules. So what you could do is you would be effectively the general, but you would hang back and give Urzog full autonomy, because more or less Urzog probably has a better initiative than you. So you'd hang back as the general, or the prize that can be won in a battle if things fall back that way. But you just won't participate. You just kind of hang back for the battle planning phase with the other leaders like Naito and so on and so forth, right? Cool. And in the future, Jake, what you do is you actually have a commander that will oversee the actual like unit, and Urzog can act as the general hanging out off the battlefield. Though Urzog is usually on the battlefield kind of leader, if you know what I'm saying. Moving on.
Would there be no penalties for Tessel taking like direct command of the army and Naito being the general?
Oh, there would be absolutely penalties for role playing.
Well, there'd be penalties of Tessel being in there, but Tessel doesn't care.
If you're saying, would there be a penalty for? Oh, you're talking about Tesla and Naito? No penalty whatsoever.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying for Naito to take over Jake's army to allow benefits.
No, yeah.
All
Well,
right.
because Tesla has the same leadership bonus as Naito, so the stats would be the same.
So we're gonna use orange for Tessel, meaning that's under your commander. And then Kagong is also under your commander. And did we put Skull underneath Jake's command?
My commander.
Not under. Should we put Skull under maybe Nick's command so he's not running solo?
No, because it doesn't help them.
You say that, but
Nick's leadership bonus doesn't affect it.
they're not mounted. I gotcha.
But Naito actively gives all armies under his command plus 2 DV,
Yeah.
which is really good.
Honestly, that allows Nick's character to be less involved in the actual army and more like watching things. So we have these little tags that say which army is leading what, except I put Jake back. There we go. So we have blue, orange, and green tags, and we should use this in the future for who's under what command area, right? Cool. I'm going to set up a command post spot. So it's going to be almost like a little rung. So give me 1 second to put like a circle.
Yeah, I'm looking at because Tessel would get a boon because he's a kingdom leader.
So for command rung, we're going to go ahead and get like a nice golden or, I think a bronze circle. Sexy. Let's get a round bronze frame. I'm going to put this over here. For like, this is kind of like our command zone. Let's back up a smidge. Oops. I accidentally dragged that and made it way too big.
Bloodied but unbroken for loyalty.
Okay. And then we're going to grab, and we're almost done setting this up, everybody. Ferrex, who's still large sized.
Tessel gets a leadership bonus, right? Or gets a boon because he's a kingdom commander when he's leading an army, right? So that works.
Tessel, say that one more time.
Because he's a kingdom leader, he gets a boon automatically.
Yeah, you get to have 1. Yep, but you're not leading any armies right now.
Well, I'm leading the army. That's what I just said.
Oh, you're walking in there with Naito hanging as the general hanging back?
Yeah.
I misunderstood that part, but that is perfectly fine with me.
Yeah.
You don't have
Tessel
you don't have a commander that would do that instead?
No.
Okay. That
The
means
only other ones.
that means
Henry
you have
Flynn.
Tessel leading the army from the front with his brother kind of calling command shots from behind, which again makes sense. He's actually the general in mind, whereas you're not afraid of jumping into the combat. You don't want him in the thick of it. You want his mind clear because that's what his brain is for, and that's fine.
Yeah.
You have Nick's character who's doing everything. He's guys, somebody's kind of like calling shots and sending it back and forth to the command tent, but literally running in there. Actually, effectively no general. You have Jake's characters hanging back and letting the person go in, and he's just like sitting there. Imagine he's sitting there. He's like, "Get me another beer."
What are you talking about? I'm fighting with amongst them.
Amongst them, yeah. Do you want to be an army of one?
No, I'm just in there. I'm not hanging back. I'm actively fighting.
So, do you want to be an army of one?
No, I don't.
That's a
I'm
terrible
being
idea.
Incorporated in the army.
Oh, okay. So you just like NPC X.
Yes,
Okay.
I assume.
Except he's an NPC that kills like 100 men by himself.
So you are not going to be in the command sphere. You are a part of the people that could potentially be a what's the word I'm looking for? A casualty. If your army goes down, you're a potential casualty or a potential person. That
No,
can be
he
grabbed.
counts as something higher. Yeah, he counts as a commander, I'm sure, right? And PCs always have a chance of not dying. It says in the rules that the DM should always
Of course,
let them have a chance of escape and whatnot.
I'm being partially a douche. So
partially. That's a light word, Scott.
Nick is actually not going to be inside the command rung because he's out there fighting.
None
not
of
in
us
the
are.
command rung. So you have Naito, who's there, and you have Varix isn't there either. It's literally just Naito talking to himself. Like, okay, we need to worry about their command structure in the future. Okay, now let's actually get into this. How this works on their side. So we're gonna go back over to pictures. I'm gonna give him a nice. This is the red mongrel. So we're gonna give him a red circle. Where's red? Here we go.
Okay. Man, let's hope everything doesn't fall apart.
Yeah.
Watch me and Jake die.
Yeah.
It's not impossible.
Nope, it's not.
But, Tesla's never been a coward.
Red mongrel is gonna be right there. There's your command post. And then for representing the red mongrel's armies, you're gonna have different axe beak that will represent his different armies because they are generally mounted. So you're gonna have.
Whoa, okay. How many hundreds of men are mounted? Because that's absurdity.
Well, they won't. The mounted doesn't matter for the sake of combat most of the time, right? Like unless you're in melee, mounted doesn't matter.
Mounted adds, but they add huge bonuses to damage.
It's no, it's one.
And consumption cost.
Consumption, yes, but it's just one for damage. Unless you have like traits or whatever that make you better at it.
Oh, you're right. It's only one. Okay. I mean, they probably do. I was thinking of heavy mounts, which is 2. I'm about to get heavy mounts, all right? I'm going to fund... Guess means he'll succeed as a new Ashen Orc. Yeah, but the new Ashen Orc starts at like 1 year old or whatever, right? Or is that newborn? Isn't that how it works, Jake?
Yeah.
And the way initiative is going to work now, as a reminder, is
hey, +1's important. It's Pathfinder. All right, for everyone saying, "Oh, +1's so big," it's Pathfinder. This game's built on +1s.
Okay, so we have you guys kind of like spread out. Let's move your command post over to this kind of the area here. And we have you can spread you guys out a little bit. Oop, sorry. Grab you down here.
Shadow's taking the front, all right?
Well, the front is going to be technically right over here. So we actually move the command post a little bit further. We're just going to say it's there for the sake of safety or whatever. But if you actually look, the walls that are broken, just for the sake of thematics, where the ice broke through the walls.
Oh, I see, okay.
It's going to be right there, just for the sake of thematics. You know what I mean? So again, don't worry. There's no actual trenches dug or anything like that set there and blah, blah. All right, before we do anything else.
So question. All armies under Naito command takes the same initiative, or is it 3 different initiative rolls?
All the same initiative. It's the general that rolls initiative, and all of them act under the same initiative.
What is Naito's initiative? $18. Okay, it's pretty good.
I had water over there. I did not. I should probably start keeping water inside that cabinet there in case I want some. All right.
I rolled really low,
It's a good start. Remember, initiative
But
is
it's-
rolled once a round.
but it's still a 20 or a 2. I get to wait to luck it, right? For the outcome of all the initiative rolls because it's initiative.
Potentially.
Might be worth, might not.
Remind me, what level are you guys?
We're level 7, 8. We're level 8.
That's right. Okay.
Man, 6 more sessions for level up. Level 9 is gonna be cool as hell. Holy shit!
All right. I rolled well.
So, I mean, you rolled a 19.
I rolled very well, so I get to know everything. First, let me roll for Nick. I don't know what Nick's tactical initiative is. I have to. It sucks that I have to run Nick's sheet as well, but what are you gonna do? So,
Do you want one of us to do it instead?
do you have access to a sheet? You might.
No, you'd have to share it with me.
Here, I don't think it needs a shared. I think you just need the link. Where's Cell?
Yeah.
Where
just-
is? Nope. That's announcements. Where is Kijinxi? Here it is. Let's see if that's good for you.
you posted it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've retrieved the sheet.
Okay. So obviously under the military tab. But anyway,
Yeah.
so
Initiative is 20. I'll just roll for it just so we can
he has a plus
have the
what?
players 20.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. That's like a disgustingly high modifier. Roll low,
Uh,
please.
A little higher than mine. Oh, get fucked.
Wow. It sucks not having the D20s roll, like the dice rolling on the board. Like it really bothers me if the dice don't roll on the board because roll 20 just sucks balls.
Oh, the dice rolled to mine.
No, it will roll for you, but like if I roll, you'll see. Watch this. /R 10d6.
Oh, he
That
got
only
four.
that appeared on my screen, but not on the viewer's screen or anywhere
Oh.
else, right?
Okay. Well, if you do maybe the roller, does that appear on your screen?
Yes, if I do. Yes, I just have to remember to type over there because it's 2 separate screens. That's all. Okay. So let's put
Okay.
these in order.
Well, we
Somehow
had to pick
Nick gets to friggin' figure it out first.
we
so,
had to pick modes.
of course, and I get to know everything about you.
Well, Nick gets to know about you.
Nick can eat a dick. So, but we'll worry about that
well,
first.
Yeah. What would Nick do? Would he go aggressive or would he just go normal?
Knowing Nick, he'd probably want to hang back and test the tides first. You know what I mean?
Just normal.
He would also know what tactic they're using as well.
Yeah. And he could change it with a morale check.
Value is
For my army, I assume all the armies are at the front here, right? This is the only exit and entrance.
that is the only entrance and exit. You can't assume like where necessarily all the armies are or whatever. So
Yeah,
but-
I'm talking
because
about
remember
these armies.
the map. Oh yeah, you can move them wherever you want. Remember, the map is just for visual display. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Okay. I like them closer. It helps me see it. I think all armies under Nitro's control are going to be cautious advance as we're approaching the hole, which means what, -1 OM plus 1 DV?
I believe so, sir. I believe so.
I'm looking at it right now.
Jake, what are you doing? I wish
And
there was a way to
process
just have that be something that's very easily just like applied cell. So like you just like click a button and it adjusts those numbers for you. But unfortunately, we have to kind of like manually do that every time.
Yeah, which is a bit unfortunate. Oh, they're -2 OM plus 2 DV. Okay. It's -2 plus 2. Unless it's
Yeah.
changed in Ultimate War, there's like 6 different books I have to look
No.
through.
That would be the
There,
same.
number.
The core rules never change. For
The
all
number
the
of casualties changes. That's about it.
Yeah, number of casualties, how, and we're not going to apply the divisions bit yet. Well, because we're going to do this bigger combat first, and we'll apply divisions next time. Oh wait, actually no,
Alright.
we do want to do divisions now, don't we?
No, divisions are into an individual army. Like an individual force, there's divisions of that. We're
So
not
so
doing divisions.
units have divisions, which you
Yeah.
just assume all of your units have 5 divisions for simplicity right now.
Yeah. Otherwise, we would have to plan it out a different time to make it not terribly.
No. It's actually, jokes aside, it is so easy. You just find out what the breaking point is for each division. So if
Okay.
you have however many health points your army has, so let's say your army, how many health points does it have? How many health points does your army have?
38.
So I believe you just do this. So I think it's 8 health points for each one of yours. I'm pretty sure how that works out. I'm going to confirm that right now.
All right. I've done cautionary advance on everyone. All numbers are in for under command of Naito. Oh, did you want to take command of Kagong, Jake?
He means for the sake of just rolling the dice, just to keep you kind of involved a little bit.
Yeah,
more.
I'll roll the roll
Okay.
the dice. That's fine.
Okay.
You can decide.
Oh,
what they
here we
do,
go.
though.
Each division has
That's
has a number of HP equal to its ACR. So full strength unit has equal to its ACR times 5. So it actually just changes the health points. So ACR times 5 is the health points of a full army, which I think that math still works out the same. And so it is ACR is equal to. So let's say, for instance, Cell, what is your army's ACR?
7.
So 7 times 5 equals 35. So the difference in health is 3 health points, but then that gets averaged across all of the armies. And then that's how that works. So every time you take 1/5 of your health, you lose a division. And so you take penalties. Every time you take 1/5, you lose a division. So you take
Okay.
penalties.
Oh, yeah. We would have to.
That's a quick adjustment, literally right now. You just change
No,
yours.
Okay, if you want to do it.
Yeah.
It just sounds like it might be a bit much with this big battle.
No, actually it makes it a little bit easier.
All right, so
to
everyone
incorporate it now.
loses HP basically.
You go 38 becomes 35. And Jake, what's your current army's health points?
38.
Oh, so it's also 100. That's why. Okay, cool. So
Yeah,
that goes
all
down
100.
to 35.
Well,
health
does
points.
hit dice not affect this?
In theory, no. It's because they don't care about hit dice.
That's weird because that means an army of like bards and stuff has the same HP as an army of fighters.
Well, we're working with only fighters now, so we'll worry about the other part afterwards.
Okay.
And Nick's, which is 27, I think goes up by 1, right? What's 5 times 7?
His ACR is not 7. His ACR is 5.
Oh, sorry. What's 5 times 7?
It's 25.
25. So it goes down by 2. Sorry. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. No. 5 times 5 is 25.
5 times 5. There's 5 divisions, 5 ACR.
I was thinking 7 for some reason.
Because that's the ACR of that.
Yeah. Cool. So that affected everybody universally. Everybody's affected. Yeah. Okay, cool.
It's effectively the same. And every single time you take 1/5 of your HP, you take -1
to OM and DV.
OM and DV. Okay.
And the last factor is when you lose that is you take a -1 to OM and DV, and the last thing that happens is defense value. Hold on. Give me 1 second. So lacking ones and morale. And morale checks. Respective. So casualties, each division within a unit of casualty equals to ACSR is defeated. Hence, they have full unit, When a battlefield unit leaves is However, if the division takes additional damage when it's already at 0 HP, it is destroyed rather than being merely That's fine. That's when you're breaking it down to each individual component. We don't have to worry about that right now. We're going to skip that aspect this time.
Ready to go?
Just give me 1 second.
Okay. And when you can get a chance,
whether already missing before the battle or defeated during the battle, the unit takes a -1 penalty check. So every time you lose a division, it's -1 OMDV and morality checks.
Okay, just -1 all your rolls basically.
Correct, but not morale score, just morale checks.
Yeah, but morale checks is what matters.
Correct. Cool. Because that's how your morale score goes down. It's not like you just instantly lose a morale, I don't believe. Because that's the important thing, is if you instantly lose a morale, then morale can go very quickly. which is kind of what we were talking about beforehand. Like, why doesn't it go down fast enough? I don't get it.
Okay.
So let me see if you use a mass combat rule.
Are they not trying
for
to...
each division missing from the unit's strength, whether missing already or defeated during combat, the unit takes a -1 penalty to morale checks. When a division is destroyed,
Which is when the
not
army's
defeated. No, not defeated. The unit loses 1 point of morale and an additional -1 to morale checks. So if you destroy a division, meaning if I attack if a division's already defeated, but we weigh in on that one division just to fucking destroy them, that's when your morale score goes down because you see people get slaughtered. Okay, cool.
So are we attacking divisions in this now instead of armies?
Not this combat. We'll apply that one next one because we're stepping
Okay.
in all the rules. Okay.
Sure, sounds good. What is the enemy armies doing?
So only Nick has an understanding of this. You
Yes,
guys
so
do
only
not
Nick
know
can
this.
change.
Yep. So Nick watching how it is that they're playing out, Nick can see as he's going around, because his plan is to kind of scout and to apply aid from elsewhere. He's
Shoot some
noticing
arrows.
Granted, they have huge DV bonus from the arrows, right? If you're not engaging them in melee, they have a huge defense bonus for the walls. That's how it works. So he actually noticed with his defeat there that even though there are 5 units inside there, as far as he's able to tell, there are 5 units from inside there. It looks as though they only have the intention of immediately fighting with 2 or 3 of the units. At least 2 of the units are going to be hanging back and resting. And the reason for it being, as you guys continue to fight, you'll get fatigue. You're already fatigued. You'll become
You'll get
instead exhausted. Whereas those units will stay at full strength. They will not be fatigued at all.
Units. So there's only one army here.
There is one army.
What's the size?
It's not possible to tell behind the walls, but you know it's several hundred.
Okay.
You know it's several hundred.
Okay, so does Nick convey this information to us? I guess we wouldn't be able, or convey it to Naito.
So he cannot convey this information to you this round.
Not this
Only
round.
he has the
Next
but
round.
he'd be able to tell
Okay.
you that afterwards, and you would all
So-
have it afterwards.
Okay. Well, I guess. Well, he's not going to engage in melee, obviously.
So what Nick is going to do, because he understands this, I'm actually going to mark these as red. So he knows that not everybody is engaging in combat. So Nick is actually going to choose one of the units that
And
are
shoot arrows at it. Yeah.
that are engaged in combat, and he's going to legit shoot arrows at them, as you just said.
Yeah. I think that makes sense. And he gets 2 attacks.
No, because you only have one ranged phase. So, he rolled a natty 20.
20.
No, remember, natty 20 just means you get, what is it, a bonus. You don't get 2 actions.
Oh,
We didn't do
what's
that
the
last
bonus?
time. The bonus was, what was it, plus 1d4 on your attack roll?
No, that's for death. That's on a like nat 20 on damage.
Oh, that's right. So I think it's just an additional plus 1. We didn't do 2 actions. That's fucking huge. So I
Yeah.
think it's just plus 1 more.
Yeah, I thought we made someone. I thought we made them Nick lose an action when he rolled a nat 1 on initiative.
He lost one of his 2 actions. But-
He could only attack or move.
So
But
yeah, more or less the way it works is you have your ranged phase and your melee phase. That's the way it always
Yeah.
works.
and he lost his ranged phase.
Gotcha.
That's what you did last time. So I think it would make sense for 2 ranged phases.
Having 2
I mean,
having 2 though is very,
That's a huge boon.
you know,
In
yeah,
mass
it
combat,
really
that's
is.
fucking huge. 'Cause if I roll a natty 20,
yeah.
that is
Well,
a
then that's
huge
it's fine.
boon.
It's fine, but then we
And
just have to remove the nat
remember,
1 failure.
No, because in that 1 failure, you still have 2 actions. You go to 1 action, but you don't go to 0 actions like you do in normal combat. So I would say,
you do go to 0 actions effectively if you're not already engaged.
what I would say is what I think is fair, because you lose 1 action of choice, because you can still make a ranged attack, just not a melee attack. I think what we should do is this: natty 1, you lose 1 action, right?
No, I think that's absurdly. No,
Hold on, because you're already engaged in melee. It doesn't matter because
No,
you're
but
losing
the-
a range. But if you're not engaged in melee, you still have a range, but not a melee. So it doesn't matter unless you're doing both in one round.
I guess. Well,
right?
no, but
But
ranged
hold on,
is
hold on.
worse than melee.
What I was
for a lot
saying
of
is, but then you just choose to lose range. But the other one is when you roll the natty 20, you can use either action for either. So double ranged or double melee,
Okay, that's fine. I mean,
right? Because sometimes the natty
I
1
guess.
won't affect you, and sometimes the natty 20 won't affect you. And both
Sure,
times they can
that's
affect
fine.
you in a great way. So not 3 actions, it's your actions can, instead of being 1 and 1, it could be 2 or 2. And the other
Okay.
one is instead of 1 and 1, you just get 1 or 1.
I think the natty ones absurdly like impact armies without ranged equipment
I mean,
because then they get screwed over.
only if they're not in melee range, correct?
Yeah, but that's not unlikely.
That's one of the penalties not having ranged equipment.
That's fine. It doesn't matter too much. If we always we will always have range equipment, so it doesn't matter.
Generally speaking, yeah. Okay,
All
cool.
right.
So let's mark this down somewhere so we remember this for the future. I'll write it.
Yeah.
So
Don't forget, we're using range in this, so make sure everyone's consumption goes up by 1.
okay, the only thing I didn't apply was Nick's modifiers. Nick wouldn't be using standard combat in this one. He's not an idiot. He's also not here. He's already lost a lot recently, so he's going to be going with cautious advance.
Well, I don't think that makes sense. Not with his current position. If he is not engaged in the position to fight someone in melee, why wouldn't he go for more aggressive to try to damage these units and make them fight?
So if he engages with them, so I suppose yeah, because more or less he's waking them up because a unit
Yeah.
can return fire without the penalty. They have a huge DV. He has no bonus to his DV against their ranged attacks. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well then he would just go standard because he's trying to get these units to actually not rest, right?
I'll take
So
standard.
if-
That's fine.
if
I
he
wish Nick,
can't- if he
I
can't-
wish Nick was here.
Yeah,
But let's go standard.
if
That's
he-
fine.
If he can't hurt these units ever, then he's not accomplishing anything.
Okay, so I just need to apply. Nick is not fatigued, so we don't have that penalty. So he just has the -2 to DV because of the weather. Okay, now let's just add in the last little bits here, because we're inside of a storm. And I'm gonna finally roll for him.
And you're applying the negative DV to the armies too, right?
Of course, any ranged attacks, of course, of course. So extreme cold, -1 melee, -1 range, -1 movement. Okay, it's a blizzard, so that makes sense.
Oh, we have to apply those to everyone too now.
Yeah, and
-1 on everything.
snow. Would it be a windstorm? I did say blizzard.
What book is it in?
Let's see, hold on 1 second. X--2. Just see if this makes it impossible, because that would be stupid. If it was impossible, we won't do it. Indicate, so normal attack. Oh, it says normal unless you have a siege weapon. So we're not going to do windstorm. We're going to do severe winds.
Or just do snowstorm.
Oh, snowstorm. Oh, perfect. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Which is -1 melee, -2 ranged. So he has a -3 to his attack right now. -1 DV.
Oh god. Okay, this is
-3, -1, okay.
okay.
-3,
Well,
-1.
once we get into melee, it might be okay. Let's
Okay.
hope we get low numbers on the hours ticking, so they don't get recovery.
All right, so /R 1d20 plus 10 for Nick's first attack roll. Here we go, boys. Wish Nick a natty 20. He's gonna be able to attack twice, though. Remember. So
So I just have a question.
Mhm.
Are we stacking the weather effects with the terrain effects?
yes,
Is everything stacking? Okay. So
as it would.
I'm modifying the armies. If they're ever doing range, just add an additional -1 to everything.
Yep.
Or to the ranged.
You hear
I'll
that,
just
Jake?
modify it now.
Yeah, if they're doing range -1 to everything.
Well, so just apply -1 to your OM and DV now, and then if they do ranged, an additional -1, and then it's all good. Because snowstorm is -2 for ranged, -1 OM and DV for, right? Makes sense.
So, well, you want me to apply an additional -1 now?
Yeah. So to your army, OM -1, DV
Yeah.
-1, and if they ever do ranged is additional -1 on it.
Okay, I getcha.
Yeah. Instead of having to calculate it otherwise.
Okay.
Well,
So, anyways, so yeah, Nick is makes his attack roll. He gets a 20 total. Are you guys happy with this 20? Or do you want to luck it?
that's not gonna hit even with a luck.
Yeah, it's not gonna hit.
Just because the defense obviously greatly increases their
These
ability.
walls give like a
He
plus
knows
2 or
their
something.
he knows their tactics too, doesn't he?
Yep.
Or their,
Which is what I
yeah,
just described. Yeah.
Oh, so he gets a +1 on that roll.
Oh, did I include the +1? I feel like I did. Hold on, because he has a -3. That does not include the +1. I should re-roll the +1. You are correct, sir. That's a much better result. That is
You
a
wanna
much
luck
better
it, Jake?
result. I have to add something into. I forgot to make this available for chat. While you guys decide lucking, I'm gonna click something. That took
extra
forever, but it was
damage
worth
is
it.
extra damage.
Do you want to do it, Jake? Do you want to luck
I
it?
don't know. It might be worth it. I mean, we need to
Alright.
start wearing them down.
Hit the button, Jake. Hit the button.
Uh,
I'll let you do it.
oh, you want me to do it?
I want you to do it. It's not bad. 29 total. That's gotta at least hit them.
And I think that is everything. Unlocked. Okay.
So Scott, how much damage for the 29?
So 29, their normal is that, but then behind walls gives you a plus that. So you said 29?
Yep.
I will take my damage. And by the way, I can tell you, Nick knows this. Both sides are using standard, and the reason why the other side is using standard is because they're not engaged. They're meant to be resting, so they weren't getting bonuses or penalties to this, right?
They
So
wouldn't
just
be
standard.
resting if they were doing defensive, right? They'd be opposite of
Actively-
resting.
Exactly. It'd be active. So I wouldn't. That's why I'm leaving it standard for them. So no, I'm not like, we'll actually subtract some of the. None of that bullshit. Cool.
Okay, let's go. And then he gets another attack after everyone else goes.
He absolutely does with that plus. After everybody else does their ranged. Yep.
So, I guess everyone just goes for a range attack, right?
Correct. So not all of the Red Mongrels people have ranged weapons, right? And not all of the Red Mongrels people are actually engaging in this combat anyways. So that being said, we have...
Do all of our people have ranged weapon? Like Kagong and Skull?
Actually, I believe your smaller group, Skull...
Well, Skulls were the trained one. These aren't the militia.
Yeah. I'm saying Skull, I believe, do, but Kagong does not. Because that's a lot of money to be spending on it. So, all right, cool.
My lord.
So think about it. Kagong lost a bunch of battles. Like they have.
Hey.
This is their last army.
Well, you know what? They should have equipped some arrows on them.
So did you say Shadow was leading the attack?
Yeah.
Okay, so if Shadow's the one that's kind of like leading the attack, that's actually who they would attack against. And like I said, you have no bonus DV from this. So they're going to attack against you because it's a ranged attack. I take an additional -1. Give me 1 second to make sure my numbers are correct. So this is gonna be a ranged attack.
I'm about to see like a 36, Jake. Okay, that's what I'm expecting right now.
No, those bonuses aren't. They can't be that high, right?
I know. No, I'm
So
about to
here's
say
the
you're rolling
first
that
attack
far.
against you.
Right.
Okay,
Oh,
that
okay.
does not hit.
That does very much not hit. It's still a very scary number.
He does during the melee phase.
That doesn't hit either.
I feel like your DV is not
No,
correct.
it's correct.
Is a +5?
I've minus everything so far. So
You're like, my base is a 20. There's all these penalties, so I have a 25.
well, yeah, my base is at the leadership bonus.
Oh, you don't include that in your base?
I forgot to include it in the base. That's all. There we go. My base is 25.
Oh, okay. So you have penalties plus bonuses equal 25.
Yeah. If you
Okay.
look at all the other armies, if you look at Skull and Kagong, they're all.
I made a mistake. I rolled without including the fact that I have +1s on you. Same as I did with Nick. Haha. I just have to roll those again. Oh, that's funny.
You know, there's a point where you can't re-roll because you just are
I totally
being
forgot.
shitty.
Well,
right.
same result. And
Same rule. This is much better.
a
I'm
worse
assuming.
result, so you're fine.
Okay, good. Good. That's deserved. Okay.
All right, go ahead, sir.
That's it, right? That's their turn.
DV of a larger armor is higher, Joey. All right, that's their range turn. Yes, sir.
And then sure. All right, I'll roll. So ranged for my army, it's at a +8. About to do -8.
Chat, if you look at Redemptions, there's something called Chains of Aravel. Check it out.
I think Jake would approve of this fleck.
Ooh.
32.
30,
Or 31. No, wait.
31.
Yeah, 31.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, look at Percy.
31. That's actually a
No.
pretty decent amount of damage. So,
Sorry, Jake's dog popped up on camera and I was very excited.
you're good, man. So 31.
His dog is so cute. And I guess I'll roll for Skull.
Well, were you attacking black or green?
Black.
Okay, that's where I took the health points from, so that helps.
All armies are tracking black.
Okay.
And if they take 7 points of damage, they're defeated, right?
Just a division.
Yeah, on these divisions or these armies?
These are units. So,
So they're
let
armies.
me let me re-explain this for you.
Well,
Hold on. Let me re-explain it for you, just
Okay.
just so we understand. I'm gonna make this as clean as possible. So give me 1 second. Because I want to make it visible and available for chat to understand as well. So hold on 1 second. I'm just grabbing a little. Here we go. So, inside of this blue circle, you have your army. Inside of this brass circle, you have each of your units,
okay.
right?
So
And then inside each of those units, technically speaking, you have. No, I'm not going to do it. You technically have inside of each of those units, you have 5 divisions.
okay. I
So
understand.
that's how that works. So if you take what's called 7 points of damage, 1 division gets dropped, meaning that you take -1s now. Take 7
Okay.
more, another division gets dropped. So you take
So-
-2s, et cetera, et cetera.
So what we used to call armies is now units.
Yeah, so you're
in
talking
the
about last
larger
week.
army.
Correct.
All right. So I lucked it, Jake.
Because
but it's
this
I rolled a
format,
27.
to be clear, Cell, makes it
Yeah,
so
you're
that,
good.
so that generals aren't useless. So generals actually have value.
Holy shit. That might actually hit. I don't want to luck that one though, unless you want to, Jake.
No.
Okay. Oh, they take -1 casualties for my stance.
-1 casualties for your stance. Okay, cool. And I forgot to adjust it by my stance too. So let me just do that right now.
Right? That's how that one. How that
Yes.
stance is.
Yes.
Yeah. So I've been the least in mass combat. So
You're good, man. All right, cool. So are you happy with your 20 then?
yeah, we're not gonna faff about it too much.
Does not hurt them.
I figured their AC is probably like 20. It's probably like 22, 23.
I can tell you this. It went down by 1.
I mean, probably, yeah.
I mean, you dropped the division.
I
All right.
imagined.
Cell, that was Army 2, and Army 3 doesn't have range, so I imagine you just kind of get them lined up for melee.
Yeah, that's what Kagong's doing.
Beautiful.
Kagong,
sir.
I guess. Yeah, we're gonna. Is it possible for us to flank any of these armies?
Nope, because they're behind
Units?
walls.
Okay. Cool. And then Jake, your turn for your range phase.
Yep, I don't even know where you are.
Yeah, your army should probably be brought over here.
Does Jake even have a range phase? Or Jake, would you try to do something like, would you try to force entry into a different part of the city?
You don't have siege engines, so no, you can't really do that.
Oh yeah, well no. I don't know about attacking though. I feel like I would just
Hang back
Try
and
to
let
get
your
the
people
melee?
rest?
no. I can move in a range phase, right? Or you
Yeah,
can't do that?
yeah, you can.
You can attack anyone on the battlefield during a range phase. the battle's multiple hours long. Right?
He wouldn't
Yeah,
be
I
able.
know,
He
yeah.
wouldn't be able to attack the people that like Nick are. These two, because it's not known where their positions are. Nick knows just because he was scouting and everything before, and how well he rolled on his initiative. So he wouldn't be able to attack the non encountering people yet.
This army's damaged. If you would be following up on our current assault. Pharaohs.
Yeah, I mean, I think we'd be going along with what you're doing. We're not gonna make ourselves the prime targets by rushing in, I guess. So yeah, I'll make a ranged attack then.
Okay, so you're gonna kind of bring yourself over there. I almost feel like I should bring the general up this way because it makes more sense with where you guys are actually like attacking from. All right, so Jake, you want to be over here then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Both have 5 armies or units.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Yeah. God, this is gonna be a tough battle. Oh shit!
It's another really good roll.
Should I look at it?
What are you using for your attack phase,
Oh no,
Jake?
Jake,
Are you
forgot to do
cautious?
the
Are
extra
you?
-1.
I've already done it.
Okay.
I'm cautious.
Okay.
Did you factor in the extra -1?
Yeah, he's -4 right
Yep.
now from his OM. So he's got one.
Okay.
He's got like all the weather shit, and he's got cautious. He's got it all factored in.
All right. Luck it, Jake. Fuck it. Let's start.
Alright.
Let's kill one of these units because if we can do that, we're really good. 28.
28.
28, and you're
two,
cautious, so
another
28 for damage counts as 1 less. So that counts as 27.
The minimum of 1.
Okay, of course. All right, you hit the army, and I apply the damage, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right,
Now
that brings
it's-
us down to the melee phase, in which case Kushibashi is going to attack again with his, what, plus 11, right? So he's going to do another ranged attack during the melee
whoa.
phase. What?
No, it's not plus 11.
Yeah, that's what Kushibashi rolled with last time.
Is it really?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I did a 10 by accident before.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, a 23 is pretty solid. Do you want him to luck as well?
I don't think so. I think we want to lock the higher rolls here, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
He applies damage.
Although I guess effectively, if the shot ever does damage, applying the luck is equivalent.
Scott doesn't tell us whether it hits or not until after.
Well, of
Yeah,
course.
sure. Yeah,
Mm.
but like, I'm saying if we think it hits, it
Yeah.
would be the same.
It's now.
Although I want to damage these armies more because they're the engagers. If we can defeat them, we can stop these guys from resting.
Of course, this army right here is going to be engaged in melee.
Okay.
They're gonna do the melee phase attack against you. Because it is melee, that changes their attack modifier by a little bit.
Let's hope the steel wall of Shadow will hold.
And then because they're mounted, being mounted gives them an additional modifier bonus, which brings them to this. And then because they're mounted experts, I think it brings it up by 2 more.
Yeah, well, that's why I said it might be a little absurd for hundreds of Kamatori
So,
in terms of consumption cost.
oh yeah, absolutely. But again, we're talking about the red mongrel here. So, anyways, this is going to be the attack they have against you in melee phase. This is going to be against you, Cell. I hope I roll halfway decent so I can at least daddy's dice it and punish you. I want to punish you so badly.
What punishment? We're trying to playing the game how we're meant to be.
I want to punish you so badly, but unfortunately, like modifiers aren't as good as like you
Maybe
want them to be.
Krillin will shine upon me.
Modifiers are never as good as you want them to be. Okay.
Not with my really good DV.
Yeah, your DV's insane. All right. Come on, Scott. Don't suck. Don't suck. Don't suck. Roll really well. Okay. Let me just make sure my numbers are good.
Just roll your number. Hey, stop
alright, sure,
faffing
numbers
about.
are good.
Stop faffing on it.
God,
Right?
so many penalties on the battlefield. All right, here we go.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, come on.
Dejan doesn't
Yeah,
smile
it's
upon
called
you today.
Chains of Aravel. Click that redemption button. Chains of Aravel. Come on,
Krillin
guys.
shines today. Her fiery passion guides our armies to victory.
Come on, guys. You see how horribly I roll. Help me out here. All right. That is going to be melee phase. They actually engage in melee. They're going to be the only group that engages in melee, and we'll
How many
see.
can we engage with melee against them?
Because of the broken wall, you can definitely stack up. So with how the wall is broken, we'll actually use this map as like almost like you're using a real map.
The
If you
skull can fit here.
if you fan out, you can almost go like this.
Okay, we can
Because
fit the 3.
it's a chokehold. They're stopping you from
Yeah.
coming in, right? But you can fit 3 wide.
That's fine. I think that's a better position, and skull can rest up.
Isn't Chains of Aravel literally the bad guy one? Ano? Am I mistaken?
Is it even? I don't think he changed the. Did you change the daddies? Anyway, whose turn is it?
Oh, hold on.
Oh, it's our turn now, or my turn?
Mhm. Your turn.
Okay,
Oh, that doesn't help the bad guys. Oh, where's the one that helps the bad guys?
I'm rolling against you, Scott. Any minuses I should know about before
Oh,
rolling?
never mind. That helps the good guys, not the bad guys. I don't think I gave one to help the bad guys. I only gave one to help the good guys. I should change that.
Do I luck it, Jake?
Yes.
Okay, 30, Scott.
And 30 and minus 1, right?
Yeah,
30 minus 1.
Jake, you can roll Kagong with a +5.
Give me 1 second. Oh, by the way, only one acted in the melee phase. You saw that, right? Yes, you did. So that is going to be 30, and that's going to be
Oh, it's 29.
29.
Holy shit!
Okay. Okay.
A 20, a 21 or a 22, the -1.
They
for
don't
damage.
have their. They don't have their. Their, what do you call it? Bonus from the walls for this melee phase. So should I look at it?
That's true. You're factoring that in, right, Scott?
What is that? I'm sorry?
They don't have the wall bonuses.
Yeah, that's factored. Absolutely, that's factored.
Okay. Kagong hits with a 22. -1
If
for
you
damage.
actually look at the minis
24.
on the screen, if you look at the blue and the gold, they have a little wall on them. So I just know to add the math when you attack them.
Yeah. I got you.
It's supposed to be on the silver one. It's supposed to be on.
I see it. I
Oh,
didn't
you
see
know
the-
what? I actually did not apply that when you attack these guys. Ooh, I gotta take some damage off. I didn't apply that when you attack these guys. Ha. Ha ha.
Well, theoretically,
You would have still
I
hit them,
guess.
though. You definitely would have still hit them.
I mean, like, yeah, they were like high numbers.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you definitely still would have hit them.
So, and then you have a 24 -1 for cautious.
I just forgot to add that up to these guys over here where they were actually behind walls, too. All right, so I'm sorry.
Or-
So 20,
Jake.
it says it's 23?
Yeah.
-1, it counts as
No,
a...
24 -1.
Yeah, it's a 23.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'll take the damage. Thank you, sir.
Jake, fortune favors the bold, I guess.
Mm.
Jake doesn't like it.
Okay. And after that is going to be a skull, which they're obviously not going to engage right now. They're hanging
they're
back for the
gonna-
moment.
Yeah, they're gonna rest up, I guess, for now.
Okay. Well, Skull had another task they were supposed to work on, didn't they?
Did they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. They're gonna get people inside the city.
So you wanted to go ahead and roll a scouting check.
Okay. So it's +1, you said, plus the leadership bonus?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, and this Nacho's leadership bonus doesn't affect this
No.
for scouting.
No.
Okay, so it's +3. Hopefully this is high. That's pretty good.
Do you want to modify that one at all?
I don't think we have luck, and what do you think, Jake? Do we use the luck on
No.
it? No, I didn't think so either.
We don't have luck anyway.
I don't think so.
Okay. I'll get back to you with what their results are in a minute. After that's going to be actual Jake's turn.
Fucking roll them down, Jake. Smash their armies.
I'm going to go grab a bottle of water in a second.
That's right.
Remember, you only had the minus. Never mind. You know what you're doing, right? The range for an extra -2 or extra -1.
Oh, okay. So my OM goes up then.
In melee, it's a little better. The Blizzard Storm isn't affecting us to smash their faces in.
Yeah. So it goes up by 1, right?
My apologies.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah.
It's -2 for range and -1 for melee.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Oh, how'd you
Jake,
come?
natty one. All of your characters slip in the snow. Oh, uniformly. It's like one of the domino effect. Ah,
I don't think we do criticals like that in mass combat though.
we do. They do. No, they're doing the Densho dubstep, and instead they just Densho doof.
The Densho
Yep.
style.
Oh, that's funny. No, it's better dominoes.
Oh,
It's like the corner
oh,
goes and it flares out.
Okay. Well, that doesn't hit obviously.
That's a
And then
no.
we all make.
When you roll a natty one, and cause remember when you roll a natty 20 on the attack, it gives you a plus 1d4 extra damage. When we roll a natty one on the miss. I honestly don't think we've ever done that before, but I suppose there could be a chance of accidentally harming other allies that are in melee, like friendly fire. It could be.
Well, melee doesn't make sense for friendly fire if it's ranged. It does.
But you have to think about like how combat works. It's not like you guys are neatly in rows, stabbing each other in rows. You're like all in a mess, attacking each other, and I can see.
No, I understand it. Well,
Yeah.
we could actually be in row. First of all, that's not true, Scott. Armies relatively were organized and fighting if they were trained. They devolved into rows, and then they would retreat after some time together. All right, armies weren't just bloodbaths as you see in video games of individual sparring.
Excuse me. We're talking about Kajiksi. This is orc fantasy.
1D minus 1d4 DVs is pretty intense. I think
I think it's pretty intense. Yeah.
I think if they get hit, they take 1d4 extra casualties.
No, I think Jake just take 1 point of damage just for his people just misstepping. He just takes one point of damage, and that's nothing
Fair
crazy. Yeah, he deals 1d4 extra, but he takes just one. Done and done.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's good. And we all have to make morale checks now, right?
Yep, this is the bottom of initiative. We got to wipe it all out, make morale checks, and then we'll talk about something after we roll the new initiative.
Is it just the army as a whole rolling a morale check? So there's Naito
No,
rolls
each
the morale?
individual unit rolls a morale check.
Okay.
Because you have to keep
Shit,
track of
what's
everybody's
morale?
morale, which is annoying. Every day we had a fourth bar for morale. Almost feel like health points should be off to the side and morale should be on there too, but either way. Because that's like a clean 10.
What's affects morale? Leadership bonus?
So our morale is like what it should be, right? It's not minus by anything at the moment.
Nope, it should not be minus by. Wait, actually, give me 1 second. I think there might be one thing that affects morale. Morale. Nope, there is nothing. I don't think affecting morale at the moment, Jake. Yep, nothing is affecting your morale.
Does a general make the morale better? Being a general?
Only your general does. Remember, he gives you a +2.
Yeah, for everyone though.
Correct. For everyone under his army.
Yeah.
Yeah, not on the battlefield.
Well, no, just because Tessel and him have the same leadership bonus, but his morale score, like roll, is 5 higher.
That doesn't apply. Doesn't he have the loyalty ability, which gives you guys a +2?
Yeah, well, I'm saying on like the spreadsheet, his number is 5 higher. Which
The unit is rolled by the commander of the unit.
Yes, I'm aware of this.
So the general doesn't affect that unless they have a boon that affects that.
I know. I'm trying to figure out why his is 5 higher than Tessel's, even though they have the same leadership bonus.
Oh, he has battlefield. He has like a war leader and all those other like pairing abilities or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. That's so I'll just roll for loyalty. Does something else in the other books, I think. It helps allies. And
well, if it helps allies, that's legit. That's you. Like that's your friends.
And Nick has it too. As long as the commander with this boon and his armies are active on the field, all allied armies gain a +1 bonus to morale checks made to avoid routing or disbanding during the rout phase.
So that's his allies, not him, then.
And his army are active on the field. All allied armies. Yeah. So basically, I give +1s to everyone.
What's it called?
Jake, and loyalty. It's in the Ultimate Battle book is where that extra feature's at.
Yeah, I'm looking for. I see Master Recruiter, magical. Loyalty. Here it is. Yeah, it has the A tab, which means it affects allies. Yep.
Yeah. Well, that means Nick gives +1 and Naito gives +1.
That's pretty amazing. Does it stack? Doesn't say.
It's untyped.
Yep, untyped. So yep, that means Jake gets +2.
Yeah. Jake gets +2. All my armies get +3 from what the normal morale is.
Because of your leader, you're saying, okay.
Because Naito gives +2, and then
And Nick is a +1. Okay.
yeah.
So let me look at Nick's. Jake, you got to re-roll with 2 higher of what you rolled with before. His morale, Nick's is usually an 11, so he rolls with a +12.
And I have 8 morale for Skull.
Oh,
Does that sound
I've
right,
rolled
Scott?
1, 2, and then 3.
that's hilarious, Jake.
Scott, does 8 morale for Skull sound right?
Yes. Because they
Okay.
start at higher, yes.
1d20 +3 is 11.
Now I have to roll all my, I have to slash GM roll all my other ones. Oop, I missed M.
And
Roll
13.
1d20 plus. Okay.
Okay. All armies are good.
All right, I have to just check and see my numbers real quick. So we got. A natty 1 auto fails, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
And I don't have to roll for the 5th one because they didn't even fight in the combat. Whereas they, so not the 5th, so 2 of them I didn't even have to roll for because they didn't even fuck up. So I would say that because the first one was the one that you were engaged with here. The second one was the one that was back over here. And I rolled a natty 1 with them, so they automatically fail. As a matter of fact, don't they lose 1d4 when you roll natty 1? And this one over here succeeded.
I think that's what we may have agreed to. I don't remember.
It's not agreed to. There's actually rules for it.
Oh, shit.
It's the route phase
I'll check.
rules. Yeah, I got it right now for you. So parlay routes. So, was route phase. Here we go. Roll a DC 10 plus 1 for da-da-da-da. If a check fails, it's reduced by 1d4. If the check, a morale check, if it's successful, da-da-da-da-da, a cumulative -5 applies to each loyalty after the first. Wait. A cumulative -5 penalty applies to loyalty check for this purpose after. Wait, what?
If the check fails, the army's morale score is reduced by 1d4.
And you must make a loyalty check. If successfully, army remains intact, and its morale is reset to. Oh, that's if it's routed. Gotcha.
All
As it
critical
reduces it.
failure does for us is 1s always fail.
Okay, that's all.
So,
Cool, so-
they take
So,
1d4
can
penalty
I get
morale.
Joey to roll me a 1d4 in chat to see how much it goes down?
God. You know it's getting nerdy when you got to get a pen and
3.
paper out.
Ouch. Okay.
-3 morale. And that's their score, right?
Yeah.
Meaning if the score hit 0, their army's like fucked.
Correct. I'm aware. Ouch.
Okay.
Ouch. I found a way to keep track of this without you guys noticing. I'm actually putting nameplates on them with their morale scores. Come on, tell me I'm smart.
You're smart.
Thanks.
All right, we reroll initiative now.
Yep, you reroll initiative now.
Tactical initiative is 18. Fucking hell. Do you want to roll Nick's this time, Jake?
It's Nick has a plus what, 18?
20.
No, you roll it.
All right, I'll roll.
Have
his
Steve roll
initiative.
it. Steve, roll Nick's plus 20.
You have to add him to the initiative order.
Yep, I got it. I rolled it last time. Oh, wait, no, you
No, I
did.
rolled his last time.
So that's a 25. That's hilarious. I would say Nick goes before Densho because his net modifier is higher. I got to roll for the baddie. The baddie's rolling with a plus 16.
Yep. He can roll like shit too. He rolled like shit too.
Hold
Jake.
on 1 second.
Jake, I should luck this. Oh, never mind. I shouldn't luck it. I was gonna luck it, Jake, because it mattered a lot because that means 3 armies get +1s.
Now I know all of the things that you guys are doing. So that being said, could you tell me what all of your army's current statuses are? The 3 armies in front of me right here.
Haven't changed.
So you're still cautious, Jake?
Where are we? Yeah, I'm gonna stay the same.
Okay. All right. So I can tell you what was discovered by Clan Skull now
Oh,
and what your general was
1d8
talking
hours.
about.
We have to roll 1d8.
Oh, 1d8 hours. Yeah.
Is it 1d8 or 1d6?
I think it's 1d. I think it's 1d8. I want Summon Snake to roll, but let's just double check how many hours per battle. It used to be per phase, but now it's per battle.
It's 1d6.
Okay, roll us 1d6 hours there, Snake.
Let's hope it's low. We want low. High's bad. Very bad.
High is awesome.
High's really not good.
I was looking at, I was not paying attention. That surprised me. Come on, Snake. There we go. Yes! Yes!
That's not good. Well, it's nothing happens this round though.
So, chat, we got to remember that's 6 hours.
No, this is just if we get fatigued or not, or exhausted.
How many hours you guys get exhausted? Did we say? Was it 14? We said was the mark.
I think
we said
14 sounds right.
Yeah, I think 14 is what we said last time. So 6 out of 14. Okay. All right. Let me tell you what was, before I actually do my turn, let me tell you what was discovered by Skull and convened by the general and word sent out to all of you. So Skull's scouts send word back to Shadow Naito. Shadow Naito sends word out to the battlefields where you have Tessel and Varix nearby with Kagong working in unison with them and whatnot. It sends word from Naito. It's Warlord, and so this is individuals, but I'll just role play with Tessel real quick. Warlord Tessel. No, sorry. I'll role play with Varix real quick. Not you. You can fuck off. Warlord Varix, I have word from General Naito.
Yes.
It seems as though Clan Skull has worked in unison with Clan Kushibashi to discover that the not all of the armies on the inside, not all the units on the inside are engaged in combat. Some of them are resting, just saving their strength for the future. More importantly, because they're resting, not all of them are actively watching the inside of the walls. They're not able to easily see what's going on inside there. If coordinated correctly, we could have it so that the doors, the front gates of the city are opened, unlocked just enough that you would be able to smash through. They will not be easy for you to walk in. You would have to smash your way, and there will be defenses. But the defenses would be greatly limited. You'd be able to have a chance to walk into the place, attacking them from behind while others are resting. You would have to disengage from this battle, though, to make your way over there.
Was this suggested by Naito, was it?
That was what was discovered. Naito said that he would leave it to your decision because he didn't know if you would want to walk in the back door while they were all engaged up here, or if you'd want to continue fighting dead on.
I mean, Varix is not a general. He'll consult Urzog.
Urzog looks around the battlefield and how well that Tessel seems to be holding the moment. And he says, things here seem to be cared for. Besides, meat is much better tender.
Right, so we'll follow Urzog's lead and we'll withdraw to head around.
Okay. So you are going to spend more or less your ranged phase moving around to the side. And then you're going to have to hold. You have to hold your turn till after Clan Shadow to act. Because more or less Skull will be coordinating. They have to do a scouting check. And if they succeed, it'll make it so that you can get in there.
Our fate did a roll of 1d20 plus 3.
But it circumvents all defenses and his ability to be on the inside with non-active armies.
I mean, that's great. That army, like, one of these armies is going to get fucking rolled over.
If he can get in there, yes. All right. So I get to go first.
Yeah. Who you going to attack?
So this army right here is going to...
Whoop. This is ranged phase, so just keep in mind.
This army right here is being engaged, so they can participate in ranged phase as well. So this army is engaging as well. So you have 3 armies that are going to engage in range. Yes.
Does that not take a turn for the army to turn active in your case?
No.
Why wouldn't it take a phase? To get, if they're resting, they should take a phase to get prepared for combat again. Put on armors, oil stuff.
I mean, there's no. There was 6 hours that nothing was happening, for them. So that's when they would have.
Yeah, but
activated.
that's like this is like my point is that if you could always just rest units and freely unrest them without a penalty, then you could abuse that as a mechanic.
I mean, good for the goose, good for the gander, right?
I guess, but I feel like there should be a penalty to it if you're having units not actively engaged in combat.
Chat, what's your opinions? Do you want to?
I mean, I don't really care enough for it. You can just roll. I really don't care enough for it.
No, okay, so this will be a post-session conversation, and we should make a final ruling on it. Because I think rules should be uniform, right? Cool.
Yeah.
So they'll step up and we'll engage in ranged combat. Their modifiers aren't the greatest for ranged. This one's going to be to here. And then after this is going to go, this is they're not doing ranged combat because they can't engage in melee.
There's a chance for friendly fire as well. Unless they have feats for it.
Oh, no, don't worry about it. I got you. So this is just this chance for friendly fire. For this one right here, which is the morale low, they're going to deal with that. They're going to deal with the potential friendly fire. So they're going to roll. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find a clean D20 roll. Ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
So you have a 20. So when you're doing friendly fire, you have a 25% chance of dealing 1d6 minus 3 points of damage to an allied army, regardless of whether the attack is successful.
Oh, I know. So 25% chance.
Yeah, let's just do low.
Actually, I'll have Silencio roll me a D100, and if it's a 1 to 25, it hits the allied army. This army right here is actually not attacking into here. They're sick and tired of watching these people skulking about. They're going to attack Skull.
What losers.
Right. Okay, so they no friendly fire. They're going to attack Skull. Actually, that is missing a modifier for beating you 1 in initiative. So I might actually roll lower than this. It's supposed to be 9, just like last time when I attacked you guys. It was 8, then became 9.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry. All right, so 18, and then I will daddy's dice this.
Okay.
That is a 20. I had no modifiers. This was just a 20, and
minus 1 casualties.
Are they because they're defensive?
They're cautious, yeah.
Okay, so they're taking 2 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay, you apply the damage to them.
Yep, all good. Nothing much.
That's it.
It's just a scratch.
That's for range phase. Kushibashi is going to do their rage phase. Ranged phase. They actually tried to stay on, like, not doing anything, but unfortunately they're going to have to become active next turn too, because Kushibashi is going to keep attacking them. Kushibashi has a plus 11. With the correct modifier, it's a plus 11.
The plan to attack to the back door doesn't work. Yeah, the plan to attack to the back door doesn't work if all the armies are already awake.
Yeah, it does, because he can get into the command area easier.
Oh, I mean, if that's a thing. Oh, that's not good.
That's Nick.
Oh, wait, that's great. That's great. It's Nick.
What did I roll for Nick? Oh, I rolled for Nick last time. God damn it. Why are my good rolls going to Nick? Why are my good rolls? I need to stop rolling for Nick. Why are my good rolls going to Nick? I'm not rolling for Nick anymore. I give him the good rolls. I roll shit every time. God fucking damn it.
Unlucky. All right.
Gosh, no. They actually gave you. They had none. Okay. They had none beforehand, and they gave you some. So you actually do have. Hold on. Roll again.
Sure. Okay, 33 right now. And we get an extra D4, right?
Yes. Jake, you can roll the D4.
It's nice.
Oh God, this is painful.
That's gonna do a lot of damage.
I'm waiting for it. Okay. So it's 4 on top of 30 is a 34. It's flat, like I said beforehand. Yeah. So 34, take away. Oh God,
the army might be dead.
Nah, not dead, but holy crap. They are
they're 100 size, so they have like 30 something HP. 35.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, so hold on, because every time they take 7 points of damage, it's
DV -1.
Yeah, so
I think it's gonna be they're gonna be like 2 units left in that. Okay. Like 2 divisions.
God.
That's great.
Oh God, that sucks.
Yeah, okay. Are they bloodied now?
I'll double check the rules on bloodied in a second. It's Densho's.
It means half HP.
Yeah, no, I know what that means, but now we're using the division thing. I gotta double check the rules on bloodied.
Oh, fair.
Here we go.
Rule with
Morale,
Daelric.
when a unit is fighting, da-da-da-da. Brand new unit morale score equals to da-da-da-da. A
You-
unit score can never exceed 10, even if it drops to 0, da-da-da-da-da. It says see bloodied, so it doesn't look like bloodied rules change here. So it looks like bloodied stacks with losing divisions, which makes sense because that means you've lost, 2 and a half of your divisions. So bloodied means -1s across the board, correct?
Yes. ACR is -1, meaning the units effectively have less HP.
Yeah.
They all have 6 HP now. So I don't know how that works out.
Okay. Oh shit! I just did something wrong. Please fix it. Okay, I did.
We've been really lucky, Jake. I don't like it. It's scary. I'd rather get average luck so it's not as scary. Oh, your dog's so cute.
Okay.
So Jake's withdrawing. That's a morale check, right?
Jake. Yeah, it's Jake's withdrawing from combat, which is a morale check. Correct. Roman 81. Nah.
Perfectly fine. And then you're gonna be in front of this door. Hopefully that will be opened. And now Skull for range phase, they get to roll their scouting check.
Correct, sir.
Oh, huge.
Wow, that's really good. Do you want to luck that just to be sure? Last time it was
No.
17.
Yeah, this is a better, so I'm pretty satisfied with a 20.
Okay. We'll worry about that when it comes to melee phase.
Cool.
Anything else you're doing with range phase? I think no, right?
Nope, we're in melee phase.
Okay, now we're going back to the top of initiative with melee phase. It's going to be them first. They get to have a +1 on top of what they rolled last time. Last time they rolled a 13. Sorry, a +12. Now they're going to roll with a +13 because they're ahead of you.
Be better.
So I'm going to attack. Who did I attack last time?
You attacked at me, but you failed horribly.
Um,
So I don't know if you attack Kagong now because
if I
There's pretty-
destroy Kagong, it does affect everybody, but attacking you is more fun for me.
Yeah, well, they see I'm stacked in fucking plate mail, or not plate
Because
mail, but like heavy armor.
these guys over here attacked Kagong, and missed. But I'm gonna attack you. Yeah, I'm gonna attack you. So maybe a +13 now.
I'm gonna get hit, boys. Plus
Right.
13.
Yeah, last time it was a +12. But now I beat you in initiative, so I get a +1. All right. Okay.
No, wait, you beat me in initiative last time.
Oh, then I missed a +1 then.
Oh, that's fine.
Too
Too late to retcon it.
It is. All right, ready?
God, plus 13's insane.
Oh, unless you roll shit every time. God damn it. Ah. Well, 27 against your, what is it? 28 against your 25 is 3 minus 1, right? Because you're cautious.
Yep.
So you take
2.
2 points of damage, which is nothing. That's nothing. Okay.
Oh, did you factor in the minuses for this unit losing divisions?
This unit has not lost the division yet.
Yes,
oh, wait.
they have. We've hit them.
Oh shit! I have to
a shit
reroll.
ton of
I have to
damage.
reroll they lost 1 division. I have to reroll the +12.
Okay.
You're correct.
Well, you should have just left it. All right. Whatever. I'm about to get fucking that 20 done. Yeah. All right.
Okay, and I have to reroll my daddy's dice technically, so I'm just gonna slash R1d4.
Well, you wouldn't have used it, would you?
Yeah, I would have absolutely, because my chance to hurt you.
Fucking hell.
But I'll reroll it.
Well,
And there you go. So it's a 32. 32 minus so it's 31 minus 25, 6 damage instead.
well, I don't lose a division.
Almost.
That's
Only I
not
kept
great.
better daddy's dice. But fair is fair, right? Rules across the board.
Yeah.
All right, so that was them in melee phase. So they're not going to flip over or anything like that.
Kushi should wait their turn for Kushi and Den should go at the same time. That means what effects here should let Kushi engage as well.
I'm going to keep that there. I'm for this melee phase. I'm gonna just kind of. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring these guys in. I'm gonna bring these guys into melee, same as the other ones last time. They range now. They're gonna move into melee, to attack.
Great for us. That's like really bad.
All right, so they're going to attack Kagong. They've lost divisions though, so they don't. So their modifier is gonna be higher, but it's gonna be lower than the other one. So instead of a plus 12, it's a plus
So don't forget the +1 for being higher in initiative.
that's included. Yep, that's why. So
Okay.
instead of a plus 12, I'm blowing this.
Plus 10, I imagine.
No, 11, but I rolled trash. Hold on, I rolled trash against trash though. No, but I still rolled such
No.
trash. Yep, no, I missed. Okay, cool. After that's it for my melee phase. After that is going to be Kushibashi's turn. Kushibashi's going to do ranged one more time, and this guy's going to flip to green.
You can't use your melee for ranged.
Oh,
but
he didn't
as
roll
I-
that 20 again. Nope. He didn't roll
As
that
I
20
was
again.
saying, they should go with Densho.
Yep.
Into the inside.
They'll be able to once so they're acting afterwards, so they won't be able to.
They're acting at the same time as Densho.
But they weren't queued in on the plan. Is what I'm saying. So they wouldn't be able to coordinate the same way. Because they weren't.
I would say give Narayan a check for it.
No.
Warlord.
The general would not have given them. The only reason why Varix was able to get as easy word is because he was right next to where the armies he's commanding are, right?
Okay.
So he's on the other side of a battlefield. There's no way he's gonna be able to give that kind of signal that easily. But he'll be able to do that next turn. He can engage. So
Okay.
Densho, it is now your turn. They succeeded with their 20. The doors have been open, if you will. You could attempt to burst in through the back door to engage into there. To burst into the back door, I'm going to have you go ahead and roll me your melee phase check. So this is going to be as though you're OM.
So you're
Are
smacking
you
the door.
switching from your cautious approach or of the crap you're doing to something a bit more aggressive?
Am I able to halfway through?
Well, I
a thing?
suppose, yeah, you're not able to. You have to do it at the top of next time. Yeah.
The weird thing is though, right? And hear me out here. I was told the information more or less after, like mechanically, you asked me what stance I was using.
Yep.
So could I have changed what I was doing regarding?
You could
the
have at that
information?
time. Yeah. We just didn't.
Yeah.
This isn't a video game where things kind of go
okay.
in smoothly.
Yeah. So
I
for me
did,
to
but
push it
after
to,
we already started, after Nick already rolled, so it has to be next round, Steve.
So if I get through this door, do I attack this round?
If you break through this door, you'll be able to attack next round. But they will not be able to.
Alright,
They will not be able to react to the fact that you've broken through the door. It's not like they're gonna have armies that just swarm in on you.
Well, if we change to aggressive,
Otherwise, I would have given you
which
false
is 2
information.
steps. Yeah. So can I change to aggressive?
You would have been able to. If you wanted to go from more or less step 2 to step 4, you just have to make a morale check. You have to make a DC 12 morale check.
Yeah. See, I'm gonna counter you here, right? Because
'Cause you're not
I
doing
remember
well.
once I wanted to go from ended or whatever to cautious or something, and you made me roll for 1 step because you're like, Densho wouldn't do that.
1 step you can
So-
always do for free. 2 steps you have to roll for.
No, he was saying
You made me roll. You made me roll to go 1 step.
Yeah, maybe it made
did
sense
do
for the
that.
moment.
Oh yeah, of course.
they should get a
What's the
benefit
DC
whenever
on
they're
it
going
to
to
go
aggressive. It's 12, so you beat it with your modifier alone.
Yeah. All right then.
Failure is only a failure.
That's that one.
You good?
All right. So I gotta remodify my things.
So minus 2 DV plus 2 OM, and then plus 2
Opposed to
OM
plus-
minus 2 DV. It's minus 4 DV plus 4 OM is
Correct.
what your effective changes.
Yep.
Hey, all right. Fast combat's rules intensive.
I know, but I love it. I love it. I know it's slow, but I fucking love it. Like like this to me is exciting.
It's very stressful.
Oh. All right. So
No,
make
what's
it a
stressful is
check.
when somebody's like, Trump card, and I like, lay the groundwork for a Trump card, and somebody else is like, fortune's favor, away that Trump card. And somebody else is like, Trump card on top of that. And I'm like,
Don't give them ideas. What the fuck, Scott?
oh, no, it already happened.
What the fuck?
Where do you think the snowstorm came from?
I knew it was Otto, probably.
No, it wasn't Otto.
Jake, what the fuck?
Do you want to look it?
Doesn't matter.
Clint Kushibashi goes, let's go the other way.
Oh my god. You had one job, Jake.
Seeing that Densho made their way here, Clint Kushibashi, because they would have watched him last time, actually would have made their way back over here, knowing that they could engage in melee next time. That would actually be beneficial. They don't engage this time, but they make their way over. It's
Good.
now Clan
Good.
Shadow's
Need-
turn.
No. Oh yeah, I forgot I had a turn still. I can attack the black dudes, right?
Jake, you gave him a heads up.
I can attack the black dudes because the map is not representative of the fray, as you've described it. Remember?
Oh, Jesus. Joey, that was too much to read.
Hey Scott, can you move that FF that you told me was refund and FF that TC that was on an FF over another TC?
I'm like, gah! He's going plus
So-
2 minus 7, but plus 18 minus 9 plus 2.
So, but you get what I'm saying, right? Want to attack that dude?
You're attacking the one on the
Black dude.
you're having Kagong attack that one.
No, I want to attack him too. Hey, we said
And friendly
mass-
fire totally doesn't matter.
No, hey, I remember you describing how the combat in your Kajinxi world makes sense, Scott. All right, you said there's no lines, there's no rows, there's no organization. All right,
Yeah, but
I thought-
totally the friendly fire is not an option.
it isn't in non-melee by the rules. All right, we can talk about it maybe another time.
There you go. I adjusted it so it could work.
Why did my stats change?
I did not touch your stats. I just moved your mini over 1.
It changed my stats.
If you had not pressed enter, that may have been why.
No, I haven't touched him in a while. It's fine. I mean, I was at 9. I know the number.
Makes me wonder if mine were different. Like for some reason it didn't update on me, and so like for instance, you're not missing health on Kagong.
Kagong didn't take damage. Scalded.
You're correct. My apologies.
I'm attacking them. Maybe I'll roll a 20. No, it's a 9. So that doesn't hit. Or does it?
A 9,
An 18.
18 does not hit. No,
They don't have the wall defenses.
I'm aware of that. An 18
Alright,
does
you just
not
hit-
hit.
Fuck. Well. It's my turn.
Okay.
And we roll initiative. Or everyone makes morale checks.
Yes.
This is for Clan Shadow.
Okay.
This is for Kagong.
I have to do all my GM roll ones.
This is for Skull.
So those had those modifiers. So I have to roll for 1, 2, 3. Plus that one has the lower one. Okay. Ha!
Oh, Steve rolled a d6, but we're not counting it, I guess, right? We
Why?
didn't ask him.
I think we can count Steve's. Dude, I rolled a 2 and
What?
2 3s. Jesus.
We can agree to Steve doing it in the future, right? But you had to say that before Steve rolled the die.
I agree with you. I was just busting balls. Okay, cool. None of my morale checks failed. They were close, really fucking close, but none of them failed.
Nick has to roll.
Let's see. Oh, I'll roll Nick. Roll Nick's for me, please.
I don't know what his morale check is.
Like a fucking ridiculous 11. No, +1. 12. No, +2. 13. Could I get Viking to roll me a d6, please?
No, he's +12 because he doesn't get one from himself.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. He's good.
Viking, roll a 1, please. This is the one time we want a 1.
Initiative modifier. I'll roll first this time.
Oh.
Boom, baby.
What the fuck? Why do you keep rolling like 19s?
Because I know what I just rolled beforehand were all low numbers. So I was like, I'll go first. The numbers are all looking low. You rolled a 5, you know?
Wow.
Viking rolled a 5. Thanks, Mike.
So we're still at 11 out of 14.
11 out of 14 for it to be the next level of fatigue.
Yeah, but all these guys will be fatigued too.
Correct.
And this guy. And if this guy engages, he won't be not fatigued. He'll still be fatigued.
Nick has a Winnie's to use, by the way. And this round, you guys are going to have to take the advantage, which is a +1 to your OM. Don't write it onto your character sheet, though. Just remember it for this one round.
The South stands strong. True. Roll
He
initiative.
said South stands together.
Stands. Oh, well, same difference. That's Nick's initiative.
Oof. It's a good one.
Jake, you gotta roll yours.
Nick has a 25% chance of tying,
roll
which means
what?
he goes first.
Oh, I already
No.
rolled it. It's just I didn't click my.
Oh, okay.
It's the 23.
Okay, so he's got ID on there.
No, Jake. He has no chance. If he beats you, you'll daddy dice it.
Oh, yeah. Haha, I forgot about that.
So
I actually forgot about that, but I probably would have remembered afterwards. Okay. That means I get to go first, and I get to know the tactics that you guys are doing. Well, I can pretty obviously know what the hell he's doing over here. That's pretty friggin' obvious. I already said before, and these guys were going active. Like that, what they were attacked twice, so they're very obviously going active.
what's
So-
Nick doing?
1 second. So these guys are going active and moving up to here. Nick was standard the entire time. He's gonna go to aggressive assault, and he's gonna move into melee phase with these boys because they take a penalty to attack rolls against him compared to you guys because he's mounted and you're not. So so Nick does a little bit better. So I'm actually going to ignore Nick for the minute. So this guy goes active, he moves there. This guy stays active, goes there. This guy's going to stay inactive still. He's still uninjured anyways. Cool.
Yeah. What would Skull have done during his melee phase? Skull's not very. Could Skull support Densho?
I mean, yes, no. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things where it's like they we're just kind of communicating with the general, sending scouts down there, communicating with the general. I think they're meant to be the next wave if you need it.
Yeah, but they can't get out of range of the archers, right? They're kind of susceptible to it no matter where they are.
Yeah, unless they like completely remove themselves from the battlefield.
All right. Well, we can't really evacuate the citizens. Where the two exits to the city are full of hundreds of people fighting. So they're gonna go up to all-out defense or whatever.
Okay. That's perfectly fine. I'll let you do those modifiers. I'm going to do my attacks now. Ranged phase is first, of course. So with these ones here, knowing that Densho's here, they're going to, fire over and attack Densho with the range phase. This one is going to attack Skull again. This one down here is inactive. And these two are not engaging in the ranged phase. These two over here are not engaged in ranged.
Nick's not engaged in melee yet, to keep that in mind.
He is not. Can I fire ranged when I'm engaged in melee? I think I can, as long as I'm not engaged in firing in melee, right?
No, you can't. You can't fire ranged while engaged in melee.
Oh, if that's a rule, then never mind. This won't do it.
Well, otherwise, then every army, every turn would be firing and
only
ranged.
if you had people that weren't engaged with you. But yeah, good call out. I'll attack Nick's army from this one here. Nick's such a. Yeah, Nick's army's offering Kushibashi, no, combinatory reinforcement. I'll attack that one.
Okay.
So hopefully I can actually hit him. I got to roll really high though. because my ranged attack isn't the greatest. All right. Here we go. Ranged attack against Nick. Please roll well. Give me a natty 20. Or not. That's
Good.
his. He moved to all out, which means that his DV went down by. He was standard. No, not all out. He went to aggressive, which is what, a -2.
Yeah.
-2. -2. This is a +2. So unfortunately, that does not help me. I'd have to roll a luck even just to hit him. I'm just making my decision. Give me 1 second. Just give me some daddy's dice. I haven't really gotten many. I'm not gonna do it.
Don't.
Though. Okay. I'm gonna range attack against Jake, and that is going to be with a plus
Ranged attack.
against Jake. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, but then Jake gets to also range attack against him.
He will be able to on his turn if he wants to. Yes.
Yep. Okay.
He just has a big penalty to it because he's on the they're inside of a wall. He's not. So against his 17, I got a 21. I'm aggressive and he's aggressive, so I get a +2 on that. I'm gonna roll a DD.
So I have a question about these
second.
gates.
1 second. 22. 22 counts as 23. 24. Take away 17. Is Jake? You take 7 points of damage. Question.
Like, if they're on the palisades right at the moment, then they're not defending the gate, to be clear.
So because again, hours pass between each. It's not like the door opens up and I immediately attack him. It's not like it's a prepared action.
No. My point is that means these doors aren't defended right now for Jake.
He will be able to bash them in, but they will not be caught unawares. They will just engage in normal melee.
Okay.
As
yeah.
as opposed to a melee where he gets to attack and they can't respond.
Okay. I mean, okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
More or
no,
less
I
it's
get it.
normal
It's
combat
just-
over there. Yeah. Jake, you're taking -1 to your OM and your DV now because you have lost at least 7 health points. All right, cool. So just reduce those each by 1. And now it's that's it for my turn. I did my ranged attacks. It's now Kushibashi. Kushibashi
He's
again is
gonna-
also not engaged in melee yet. Yeah, they can return the fire. They're probably not gonna hit.
I
You-
mean,
They went to
why not? I have a
aggressive.
+12. I'll roll for it, I guess.
Yeah,
Or-
yeah, so he was rolling +10, so he's rolling +12 now.
Oh, unlucky.
Don't forget he has Winifred's Wisdom, but he probably wants that for something else.
No, we'll use it on a melee attack, I imagine.
Not lucking.
No, I don't think a 20 hits.
Moving on. It's now Shadow Clan.
This is range based. Skull, can they continue sending scouts into the city to like
Yep, they can continue scouting.
muster up maybe some people on the inside as a militia?
But now that they're full defense, I would imagine they take a penalty to this.
I imagine not, because this just means the scouts are
Oh yeah, that's
like,
fine. You're good.
the army's turtled
You're
up, but
good,
the scouts
you're
aren't,
good. Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, you're good. You're good. Again, good counter.
they keep rolling so well. Can I roll this well on other things?
Are you happy with the 19?
Let me just. Yeah, I'm happy with a 19 to start mustering up maybe like a internal, like militia, just to help.
Okay. Jake, they're going to continue coordinating with you because you're the looser force from the other ones. So they're going to continue specifically coordinating with you. And what they're going to inform you of is obviously there's those that are up on the palisades, so on and so forth, that are there. But if you're already acting after Shadow, right? So that's perfect. So what is it? If you are coordinate the attack to attack at the right time, there'll be a small group of militia. They'll be able to offer flanking when you get on the inside from the army that's there. They'll provide whatever amount of support that they can, but it will be very mild. More or less all they're offering you is flanking and really putting their lives at risk. Okay?
I mean, at this point, what do they have to lose? Right? Their city's fucked. And I have to start finding them help rebuild.
Okay. Moving on. Jake, that is and this goes down to what is it? Hold on. Would be 1 times, so that's okay. So Jake, that is they're gonna be under your commands, not Skull's commands. This little group right here. Okay? Because you're coordinating with them.
Yep.
And that's that. All right. That is now going to be after that's ranged. Now it's Dencho's ranged phase. Go ahead, sir.
All right, so the door's down.
The doors are
Fire
still
them,
there. You
or-
unfortunately were not able to bash through the doors. If you would like, you can use your ranged phase to bash through the doors, or you can fire over the walls. I would suggest bashing the doors and not sucking.
Yeah, we're gonna try and bash through the doors.
You got this, Jake.
Come on, Jakey boy. I really wish we can get the rules lawyering smoother.
Yeah, I mean,
Cut out
there's a lot
like
of
25
rules.
minutes of rules. Oh, that's not bad.
That's really good for some
you-
doors.
Do you want to log that?
No.
The
Don't
doors
worry.
should be easily destroyed because they were prepared for this.
They were prepared for this. But, you know, he rolled a natty 1 last time. I think he reinforced it with his own people slipping on
That's
banana
not how
peels.
that works.
I don't think so, buddy.
I think Jake goes, listen, did you see that scene in Lord of the Rings? The one orc that goes running in carrying be his theme every combat. Okay. So they start hacking and smashing and bashing and hacking and smashing and bashing at the doors. And you absolutely are able to damage them considerably. However, it still provides, you aren't able to knock them completely out of the way. It still provides a low wall with a minor defensive position for them. So it's the same idea as if you're attacking on a hill versus attacking up a hill. They have a
Alright.
small boon to their DC, but it's not the DV, but it's not impenetrable for melee and it's a +4, by the way, for ranged. Impenetrable for melee or a +4 for range. It's just a small kind of like half wall, more or less, that they're working with here. Cool.
So the DVV technically goes up by what?
Their DV goes up by 1
Oh, okay,
for
yeah.
the melee. Nothing crazy. And I'll adjust that right now against you.
And with flanking, you get
And
a
their
+2
OM
to
stays
OM.
the same. Exactly. But we'll get to that when it gets to the melee phase. Now it's melee phase. So these guys will be able to engage with you in melee, of course, because the wall is smashed down by you. And you would not catch them off guard because last round was kind of screwed up. But when you attack back, it'll hurt. All right, so these guys are gonna go. I'm
Are
gonna
these
have
guys hurt yet?
which guys? These ones?
Oh,
You guys that I'm okay, yeah.
Oh yeah. They were hurt by
oh,
Nick.
they are. They're the ones that Nick hit.
Yep.
True.
Okay.
Nick's hit them several times. Just obviously they had a huge DV.
When
So-
we get some of these armies destroyed, we'll be doing good.
I'm attacking you, sir. They did not take any additional damage, so I'm attacking you.
Who you attacking?
Yeah, I'm attacking Kugong.
Okay.
Yep, here it is. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Low.
Okay, I can work with that. Did I stay standard for them? I did. I did not adjust them, did I? And I beat you again, so my numbers stay the same. That's only 2 points of damage. The Kugong's not cautious, are they?
They are cautious.
Ugh, I take 1 point of damage. That's so sad.
They're under the command of Naito, and Naito is a cautious commander.
That's lame. Okay.
Not under Naito, but like we're fighting in a position where we're not in a good position.
Okay, and then my other one's going to attack you. This is the +12.
Oh, please.
Chat,
For the love of
chat,
Lord.
if you can give me some more daddy's dice, come on. Come on, guys. You know I need them. All right, here we go. This is where I natty 20, guys. This is where I
That
need
would
to
be
hurt
so
him.
bad.
I need to hurt
That'd be unbelievably bad.
I'll take a 17.
Let's just roll, please. Please be low.
Come on!
Oh my god.
God damn it.
Oh,
Hold on, what are you...
gosh. It's so stressful.
No, it sucks. I have to daddy's dice even just to hurt you. Ugh.
You
Okay.
can't even take me below 7.
All right.
Ha!
Can't even hurt you. Can't even hurt you. I'm rolling such trash and you guys are rolling so well. Like
No, last round.
my OM is better than your DV in comparison to your OM better than my DV, but you
Yeah.
roll better than me consistently. It's so frustrating. Okay, so OM for those two is there. Now this one is going to attack at Jake. Jake, for the melee phase, the wall works both ways. Okay.
All right, yeah.
So your DV is not currently a 16; it's effectively a 17. Don't change it. I'll just apply. We'll just do the math in our heads. But you're not mounted, so they go to this.
Oh God, this is really scary.
Oh, hello,
Jake.
Silencio. And then I have to start applying other things soon.
They're gonna be like a plus 13 or 14 on you.
Oh, why that high?
Not bloodied, all right.
Oh, they're right. They're half. They might not be bloodied.
They're not the bloody
They're gonna
one.
be. No, they're not.
Oh, wait.
Wait. They are the bloodied. Yeah, they would be the bloodied one.
Oh, they are the bloody one. My apologies. Yeah. So no, I actually have to take off another one. Sorry, let me adjust this. Okay.
Because
there you go.
Nick fucking destroyed them.
But each army each army has different numbers. That's why things are
Yeah.
working differently. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do this.
Different commanders.
It's only a 20. And I'm gonna take off this wall and turning it into like this instead because it's weaker. I did a 20. I want to hurt you, so I'm going to Daddy's Dice this one. 24, and you're aggressive. I'm standard. So 24 counts as 25 minus 16. I did 9 points of damage to him, baby.
Oh my God, Jake. Is that half your HP?
I'm gonna have to withdraw soon.
Well, first let's see if you can annihilate me.
Well, you have to at least do one attack. 27
Yeah.
minus 9. You're still above half by 1 HP. Half
Okay.
of 17 and a half.
So before we do anything else, because that's all my turns for melee, right? Yes. Nobody else is engaged in melee. This crew here is going to... they can obviously see Kushibashi's going to go into melee. They're going to eventually come over here to lend aid, but they can't do anything this round because they don't know that there's militia there, so they can't do anything this round. And this one's not active yet. So it's Kushibashi's turn. Before Kushibashi acts, I have to have something come in.
We also get +1 on our attacks. Everyone remember that.
Something strange happens inside the city.
That's either scary or good.
Several fires are lit all throughout the city. A combination of fires inside on braziers all around the city. There are a few braziers that are just lit. That it's almost like people are like in sort of effort lighting these braziers and whatnot. Even up on one of the towers, a fire is lit. And it's one of those things where as this is happening, it's like you have no idea what's going on as you're like, flank round left, move that division there now, move it now. What the hell are those fires about? That sort of a thing as you're kind of like calling this out and getting the commands and all that stuff. One person comes riding up to you, and it's actually like one of the members of Skull, and they tell you to you. And it's going to again diffuse the information from there, right? They come running up to you and they go, the blessings of the gods are upon us. These are the fires of Kraleen. They have been lit in our favor. Blessings are supposed to befall all who fight under the fires of Kraleen. Fortunes have fallen in your favor, boys. Entering into this melee phase, and this is a huge fucking boon. So I'm going to allow it to go for one melee phase, a huge fucking boon. I will allow all of your D20s, okay? All of them, not an individual one, all of them for this melee phase to roll with advantage. Usually it's an individual roll gets to have advantage. All of your rolls are going to go with advantage for this.
Yeah, well, Tesla would probably ignite his own flames, right?
Yes, he...
and emote himself.
Okay. Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, right?
So this
Calling
is...
blessings to Krillin. But...
This is going to be the all of your... And then it's over. Then it's done.
Krillin favors. Krillin's blessings upon the fiery sons of Kajinxi.
Someone has summoned the favors of Kraleen to snake their way into our hearts.
Yeah, Hey, I told you, Tesla's getting something from Krillin today, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want me to roll for Nick?
Yeah. Might as well. So Nick gets to roll twice with his melee. Hold on. His numbers
Plus
are
one.
his numbers are where they are supposed to be. It's no bonus. I just want to make sure that this doesn't include his. Hold on. This does not include his modifiers for the boon, which is important. Okay.
Which is a plus. Oh.
He would usually
Okay.
get +3 damage, but he doesn't. So it's just plus with the modifiers and everything. That's where it's supposed to be. Yep.
Okay, and then plus one for the tactical thing or whatever it's called.
Tactical advantage. Yep.
Okay. And Jake, do we want to use his fortune's favor here? On this? I think so,
Winifred's
right?
wisdom. He means Winifred's wisdom.
Oh yeah, sorry, the win is for wisdom. You think so?
Oh
Think
yeah,
he'll be
he's saying going all in. No, yeah, they specifically said because Nick's not here.
definitely.
He specifically said because
Okay.
he's not here. Okay.
So what? It's 1d20.
I hate you, Snake.
Oh, 2d20 or
Now I want a new part, Snake. Now I want a new part. Okay.
oh god. Is it two? I'll just roll 2d20.
It's /R 2d20 plus
And then-
17. Sorry. KH1 plus 17.
That's what it is, huh? Keep higher one.
Yep.
I was trying to remember the command. Plus 17.
Yep.
No, it's plus 18.
Why?
Tactical advantage or whatever.
Oh
The
yes,
thing that gives us
yes.
plus one on one.
Sorry. Just roll
You
a
rolled
fucking
double
920.
sixes.
Yes! Oh my god, he's useless. It's amazing. Oh my god, I'm so glad he's useless. Okay. And he gets +1 damage because he's aggressive right now. Oh yeah, that's amazing. Okay. Oh shit. I just did that wrong.
Do you want to luck it, Jake? I think it's too cursed. I think we just
No, luck it. Do extra damage. You hit. Do extra damage.
sure. We need to destroy one of these armies, I think. It's 20
Yeah.
26. 26.
Okay, I just got 2 more damage onto me.
All right, we need to kill this army, dude, like really badly.
Which army is it?
We're trying to destroy the black one.
Oh.
This one's probably down to two divisions.
I mean, it got pretty hurt, but don't forget, when I originally was taking damage onto it, I forgot that I was what's what I'm looking for. I forgot that I had walls, and so I adjusted it afterwards. But yeah, they're still pretty. I think they're the most hurt still.
Jake, do you want me to?
They
right,
are. They're the most hurt still.
let's roll for Kagong. You want to do it, dude?
Yeah, you roll. No,
You
you
want
roll.
me to- Okay, yeah. I figured because I have the commands. Keep higher one plus Kagong is +6. Yes.
You're seeing results before we do. You're like getting. You have to like hold off your excitement by half.
I couldn't. I rolled. I saw the in the middle of my screen.
Because
It's a
the
nat
goddamn
20.
delay is so bad.
This
Freaking
is
roll
the middle
20.
of my screen. I just have to post it.
Nat 20. So you automatically add a D4 onto that.
That's in the middle of my screen.
That's beautiful.
Do you want the luck for your roll, Jake?
I mean, it's up to you. You can use it. You probably need to wipe these guys out. So
All right. Fuck. Unlucky.
So that's
So-
1, 2, 3. So that's 29. That counts as
-1 damage.
29 minus 1 is 28 minus. Okay.
How's that armor looking?
Pretty damn beat the hell up. Pretty
I'm
damn
attacking
beat the
it.
hell up.
+10. Oh my god.
What do you want to do?
That's it. We don't have luck.
Well, with a constantly reduced DV, because their divisions keep going down, that's actually a hit.
It does 1 damage, I assume.
So it does -1, right?
Yeah. So, but minimum of 1.
Don't worry about how much. but it hurts them.
Woo.
They're still standing there. That was Clan Shado. Now it's Clan Densho.
Does Skull get to do anything or
No,
another scouting
they
check?
just kind of hang back there. What's up, Jason? How you doing, sir? I'll wait 2 seconds before I actually talk to you because you're probably just loading in. So it's Clan Densho first. So definitely Clan Densho, go right ahead. And once I see Jay talk, I'll talk to him. Clan Densho, it's your turn, sir. Go, 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 go.
Yeah.
Where's Jay at?
Oh, Jake's dead.
Oh, Jake dropped off the call. That's where he went. Okay, we'll wait for him to... There he is. So Jake will pop back in. He's just an Australian, has terrible internet. They don't have freedom like we do here. What can I say? So the screens will fix in a second. You'll probably notice that your brother is missing, Jay. That's because apparently he has a sinus infection. He doesn't know how to man up. So, you know, if you want to drive to his house and slap him in his zygomatic bone, I'm sure he'd appreciate that.
If
Yeah,
we
what a
don't,
loser. What a loser succumbing to sickness.
God.
Too bad. Too
If we
bad.
don't- This is really bad because they have better armies than us, and we haven't destroyed one, and we're about to have a withdrawal, I think.
We're just waiting for Jake to pop back in. He probably has to reset his modem, honestly, because of how bad the internet has been over in Australia.
He said it
lately.
might. He said it'd take like 10 minutes.
Did he say that right now in chat?
No, he said that earlier
Oh,
when he
yeah.
was when we were talking about it.
Yeah. I mean,
Maybe he
because
sent something in Discord.
and Tesh is having issues too. Like it's literally I mean, Viking, can you confirm this? You're also an Aussie. Internet has been so bad for you guys. I mean, here in the land of the free and the brave and taxes without health insurance, we definitely have internet because if not, would sue. So, right.
Right.
I mean, honestly, the only reason my internet's good is because I don't have Comcast anymore. Otherwise, it would still be trash. Let me go over to the other
Comcast is
screen.
pretty bad.
The other screen might be a little bit better while we're waiting. No, actually, let's stay on the screen because at least we can see the battlefield.
I
So-
am very stressed.
Jay, what was the last time you ran mass combat for armies and whatnot? Like, have you ever used the mass combat rules for Pathfinder or anything, or nah? Adelaide's having issues, but they're a different state, so mine's all right. Yeah, you're in Viking, not Viking, Victoria, whatever, right? Queen Victoria or New Queen Victoria, or I think Jake is New South Wales, or something like that. I forget the name of your states.
I mean,
You guys
those
have
are
weird-
both states.
Yeah, I
You got them right.
yeah, I don't know. Queensland or Victoria? Yeah, good old Victoria. And then he's in is it where's Sydney? Is that New South Wales? Is just trash, so screw them. Okay. So apparently not New South Wales. I assume you're not referring to Jake that way? Maybe Sydney is New South Wales. Okay. Well then.
I think Vikings just salty that New South Wales has the largest city in Australia,
Listen, the North will rise again.
or the South, I guess, in this case.
Well, I mean, the New South, which is to the north of Victoria. And remember, it's opposite over there. So the bad people live in the north. Here, the bad people live in the south. Like
That's whoa. That's just mean.
the emus will rise again. All right. Well, I suppose while we're waiting for Jake, I'm gonna go pee. You want to
Want to go to break? I guess.
Yeah, we might as well give him a minute to come back. Be right back, I guess. Oh well. Bye everybody. Be right back. Sorry everyone.